Party headquarters. Opposite Lone Star Cell, MTM. A climax on yesterday. I don't know why you took a remember you normally with CDC. You report from from the CDC headquarters. I don't know if you attended any of the program. If yes, um, do you want to dive into anything before we can move on to other topics?
Yeah, I firstly let me provide the clarification that as to what happened. You know, a lot of folks asked us that why is it that Punch FM was not live at the CDC headquarters during its conversations on their setback to comeback retreat and the conversation on whether or not we will provide our platforms for opposition parties as well. That's the way they claimed. What happened is Abuaka, like you know, even during the campaign, I was with Punch FN definitely assigned at the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
So of recent, because the way we've been tailoring our conversation, telling the CDC on things that they need to do, I Darlington usually coordinates, helps in terms of, engage in different media institutions to send reporters to cover their events. So he called me because we've been a good friend, like he usually I've been covering them.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, my man, Facebook has this thing about cross posting. You have several pages you can do it on. So he said, if you can come and go live on our page where I said, but we're not inviting Punch FM on our program. So I was like, but what happened? He said, no, that was the mandate I received. So I said, okay, but then cool. So I think he named 2 or 3 other stations that the dinner is 10 invitation to. So I was one of them as well. But based on the relationship we had, he said, but then you can come, maybe you want to observe the events. So I said, but if you can invite me on a program officially, then how will I be an observer of our invitation? So I declined as well. That's the reason why I was not part of the entire 3-day event that went on. Yeah,
So that's the reason why Punch FM no.
Yeah, that's the reason why as
Okay,
well.
so
For them, they feel unsafe to invite Punch FM. Well, the reason I don't know, but that's why he confirmed to me. So I was like, okay, well, no problem. I mean, that's the situation because by you inviting me and I'm carrying on my platform as well, it shares as well good for you. So that's what happened. But we've been following that conversation, Buakai, throughout the social media, and I'm one of those that took key interest in following all of the conversations surrounding uh, the setback to combat retreat. And one of the things I identified is it was a total misstep about how a comeback retreat should be. I think it was out of order, Wakai, ranging from the planners to the organizers to whosoever, even to those that presented different speeches at that program. Their message was as completely different as to what that occasion was meant for. Walker, you cannot come for an election as fresh as the CDC with less than half a year in opposition and felt the need to have a retreat, calling all of your supporters together, as well as party leaders together, and telling them that this is what we want to do. Let's identify our missteps. That's the setback aspect of it. Let's provide a blueprint or a resolution or a direction of the party, how to engage the national government as pressurize them or criticizing government on the good things and the bad things as well that will happen under their regime, and providing a space that the government will continue to operate, even though there will be missteps, we're jotting them down as an opposition party and tailor our approach so that 2029 we can return stronger in the opposition. That's the comeback aspect of it. Then you tell me you have such an event that 70% of the event will characterized by merrymaking and what you call sporting activities. Then you equip that to the balance 30%, what the 30% were meant for. The 30% of the event, the remaining 30% of event, another 15% of it was directed towards, doing the normal battle cries, in the CDC slogans and jargons. Now you left with at least at least 25, I'm saying, or 15% or so for to go. Now, at that 15%, we feel that you have had discussions. This is not that program at the party headquarters was not like the regular campaign activities that you gather partisans and show jobs at the opposition, at your opponent, whether opposition or the government. That was never the program. That program was meant, Boakai, to have a conversation, identifying your mistakes, telling the people this is where we fall short. This is the reason why, or the reasons why we lost this goes election. How can we tailor our approach as a party to keep in the political space of our country? That's where we are. That's what we should be looking at. But instead of Boakai, I bet you in this conversation, take the Irish edition and ask them, your party just held a retreat, so to speak, a setback to come back retreat. What did you pick up from that conversation? What was said to you as a partisan in terms of why the party lost the election? No one, absolutely no one, Boakai, can tell you. I'm under the weather this morning. Let me just do a bit of adjustment.
Okay, so as Harris was talking and like I said, yesterday I talked about it lengthily on this platform, and with all of what being said, we just want to give you he was just making his own analysis about the setback to comeback retreat just held by the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC. And what was the impact that what was the takeaway from that program by some supporters of Mr. Weah, even though Mr. Weah wasn't in country for said program? But what was the takeaway? Was it all meant for sporting activity? Was it all meant for merit making? Was it all meant for showmanship or what? Because if you say that you just from a setback and you want to make a comeback, I think there should be strategies put in place that will enable you to recalibrate on what you lost in the previous elections, be it the legislative elections, be it the executive, no matter what the situation is. You need to recalibrate and come back stronger. But with a divided political party, with a not united political party as CDC is, with a political party that some of its strong members, some of the brain behind the parties have already left the political party, and now the CDC is trying her best to come back, to make a comeback. So judging from what you guys just hosted, we will not denigrate, we will not talk negatively about it, but from my own understanding, I see it as just merrymaking and not getting the rightful message out there to the people. So now, what message the messengers preach for the ordinary Liberians to take away? Those, these are the questions that we should be asking. What are some of the takeaway from the just ended event? And if you, as a supporter, now we open the phone lines, we just ask you, what was the message you took away? What Mr. Koji said, because he was there, he organized this program, and the speaker too went there. Musa Berete, everybody say, oh, it will be a united opposition. Musa, for many, Musa Berete then, Musa Berete is on niche. He sucked on the blood of the Liberian people That's what get him to where he is today, Harris. Because
Mhm.
with such a man, when he was prosecuted, but if this government are just going to prosecute him for using our road fund money, but now the lack of Musa ability there will not be seen in our body politics, will not be seen anywhere around our corridor of politics. But yet again, this border around the presidency, His Excellency President Joseph Nima Boakai have to muster the courage. When he sat there in Washington and told the Liberian people that, I will fight corruption, I will audit government officials, I will bring international auditors to audit all past government officials. But here we are. I don't know how far they are with that, but when we see some of these guys, the lack of Musa ability, the lack of Nathaniel McGill, and people like Fanatic Kofa, the speaker, then when we see them making statements at public rallies, we just look at them and laugh, because some of these guys they should have been beyond bars by now, Harris.
And Walker, you said it right, but there are a few things we need to gather from this. That, like, you have Fanatic Kofa at that event. If you will do analysis, you get to understand that Fanatic Kofa was on what the CDC often referred to as party mandate. That because I'm with the party and there has been this conversation surrounding whether or not I'm still with the CDC or not. Anything on the contrary that Fanatic would have done, or perhaps to say you have boycotted that event, it would have been, not a good one for him and that of the CDC. And I'm convinced as we move on, Fonati has yet to make a determination on his future politically as per with the party. So like that, he don't want to have the discussion in the pipeline or surrounding the public space that Fonati and the CDC is not in good standing. That also has a way of affecting his operations as a speaker of the House of Representatives. Because there'll be times you have to counter, there'll be times you have to provide clarifications, and at the same time have to do the job of the Liberian people saying that they capture bidding. So a smart way to let all of these things slide is to be at that program, which of course that's not my problem. Now, where my problem is, Barkai, is that retreat, and I continue to say this, retreat is normal from a regular political rally. Retreat is normal from the regular get-together as a political institution. Retreat is different from what we called, party calling its memo to merry-make. I think what the CDC did, maybe you take 3 whole days
to play soccer
games, Lulu games, Scrabbles. You take 3 days, and the party did not come up with any resolution whatsoever. You took 3 days. The party did not design anything we call, your in terms of your scope of operation in the political space. There was nothing of such said to your people. Nothing of such was said to your partisans. And then you tell us it was a setback to come back. So what was the setback that you identified? You have Nathaniel McGill, that's not Nathaniel McGill, but Jefferson Koji, Akaros Gray, telling partisans that if Nathaniel McGill only had been sanctioned, the CDC was going to win an election.
Going to win
was
election.
that not a disservice to those Liberians that stood on the ring?
So it means that the other people now want to.
How is it that the sanctioning of an individual affects the operation of a well-structured political party out of the CDC? How is it that McGill being sanctioned? McGill was never the chairman of the party. The last time I checked, in terms of political activities, in terms of campaigning, the chairman plays the most important role. How is it a minister of state, the bad ball to the president? And essentially affected the operations of an entirely well-structured political party with 9 political institutions. On top of that, of over 1,000 auxiliaries. Then the session of an individual that was never the chairman of the party, that was never at any point in time on the campaign team of the party, affected in the operations of a political institution that have pretty close to 50 million budget to run a campaign. What sense does that make to the ordinary citizens? What do you want to say to them? When you are failing to identify that those of you that were in position at the time when George Weah needed your support to vote him, to ensure that the people reason to George Weah to have him re-elected. You failed to do so. So at the final analysis, a way to make George Weah to continue to think that you love him is to sell the conversation to him that it was because of this man being sanctioned, that's why you did not win elections. So let's place it this way. How is it now that if Amos Stewart, as LPRC boss, and now the Secretary General of the United Party, being sanctioned means that if President Barker wants to go 2029 for re-election, and if he lost, he says that because Amos Stewart is sanctioned, that's why President Barker not win election.
So it means that other people not capable of making.
What sense does that make to you?
So the lack of Eugene Nangwe, the lack of Moba Molu, and other people that were there, Thomas Fala and other people,
and
all of them are irrelevant.
When you had the first of its kind since post what in post Liberia, that it took the courageous spirit of Thomas Fala, right, to go in Lofa and pull the vote that CDC got in Lofa. It was the first of its kind. Especially an election that President Barker was participating in at the time as an opposition figure. The votes that came from Lofa was surprising. The votes that came from Lofa, we asked ourselves, how is it even possible that CDC was able to get over 40,000 votes in Lofa? It took only the courage of Thomas Fala to challenge the odds.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? The Akara's grade are claiming for Grand Cayman County. What vote did he put up for Grand Cayman County?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The Akara's grade are claiming he's a general of Moserado County. What vote did he give CDC in Moserado? The Nathaniel McGill, which you spoke of, what vote did he deliver for CDC in Margibi County? Then you sit there and look at those citizens that could do everything to sustain, to ensure that George will be re-elected. You tell them that because McGill was sanctioned, that's why George will not win election. George will not re-elected. It was an insult to those citizens that gave their all to the party. And that's what I said. The reason why you see these things happening is that because as we speak, all of them have identified that they are the problem. They are the reasons why George Weah did not win elections.
But are they willing to work on it?
Everyone will play the the blame game now. Right? Everyone will play the blame game because George Weah, logically, you look at him, George Weah is a person that even up to this time, after serving 6 years as president, is yet to identify his strength politically. Is yet to have an understanding about the political space in our country. That people will see you. When they understand that you are that person that the people's favor, they build relationship with you because they want to tap on your already established fortune in our space so that they dare to remain in the political space. Over the time, that's how the guys have managed George Weah. Trust me, George Weah at the time, from 2017, even if all of those that were surrounding George Weah who have left, George Weah going to win the election state. Because he had the overwhelming confidence of the people. Yeah. Now, the reason why a lot of them didn't break away from George Weah to come to President Barker, because even at the 2023 elections, we are yet to identify who had the strength. Because if President Barker goes this way, the numbers are there. George Weah is this way, the numbers are there in terms of the campaign activities. So they were indecisive, Barker, in terms of making a determination whether to leave the CDC and join the Unity Party. Again, they were not certain that the Unity Party would have won elections. That was the only reason why a lot of those individuals kept with George Weah even up to the start of the elections. So at that level, you see now they're in opposition. A person that Musa Belete needs air. And Belete is playing a very smart game.
He played a smart game though. And
let me frank this morning. I love Belete. I love him because he corrupt. I'm beginning to like Belete because he sees the CDC as a party that anyone can pull by the nose and succeed.
Yeah.
So Belete tried with the Unity Party.
Why
you think that Belete had to support Richard Kun during the speaker election? Belete was one of those individuals that publicly declared that he was supporting Richard Kun, the Unity Party candidate in the speaker's election.
Yeah.
When Richard Kun lost elections, even to that point, the Unity Party guys were very swift to reconsolidate. They understood at that time that Belete is this figure that looks for a way to set to penetrate the area, had to play distraught, claim for himself a significant portion, and set over it. So when the guys in the house from the Unity Party angle understood that, they begin to sell that conversation to the police.
Mhm.
And they took it to the party level. So everyone was welcoming Benedict in the spirit that all we Liberian. Eh?
Mhm.
But on the basis of opening up that they may want to join, he was now finding a space.
And
On top of that as well, those United Party partisans were being remembered that this is the ability that made today United Party, the Liberty Party cannot be a political party in our country again. So at that level, you were not given a space. So he reconsolidated and said, I have destroyed Cummins and I have worked to destroy the Liberty Party of Councillor Bromsky. Where next can I tap on? It is everywhere.
Because I come, let me hold you there. And there's a statement, there's a post from Edwin Melvin Snow.
Mm.
You know, Edwin Melvin Snow is who Musa Belete read him, right?
Mm.
So there's a post from Edwin Melvin Snow. He said, my friend Musa Hassan Belete, I am satisfied that you are proceeding as agreed.
Mm.
You hear me?
Mm.
There's a post from him. I am satisfied that you are proceeding as agreed. That was when he appeared at the CDC party headquarters for this Just Ended program. So probably it's a whole cartel set up to destroy the entire CDC, but they don't know. The CDC is now welcoming Musa Belete with open arms and feel that they may coming to join there and help them win election in 2029. Don't be carried away by Musa Hassan Belete. Don't be carried away. That man will destroy the CDC, and we are sitting here. We are telling you guys, you're thinking that because it is Bwaga that's saying it or it is Harris. We are telling you ahead of time.
That's what I'm saying. So like that, Benedict is looking to let's try the CDC. Let's test them because you know why? Bwaga, the CDC has a significant number in the house in terms of lawmakers. If I can make my way through, gain the support of the guys on the basis that all of us will share common belief than politically while we're in opposition. Now, at that level, Benedict is able to say things in the house and we receive the support. Right? Already, Benedict is building his consensus shape in Nima. Benedict has taken his foundation to Nima, extending beyond his district and coexisting with other lawmakers to carry on development. But at the final analysis, you have a carry Benedict foundation.
Yeah.
So at that level, Benedict is building consensus because in his mind, that the way he wants to take over the political space in Nima, but don't want to receive the support of Prince Johnson. Like the way it's been said that without Prince Johnson, you cannot survive in Nima politically. So Benedict wants to be the opposite of that. So he's building a consensus. So to get that done, at the end of 2029, Prince Johnson will not be in the space of our politics again. So at that level, perhaps he will be already behind bars. But then the war crime could already be established. So at that level, Prince Johnson will be watching from the cell, understanding as to who is the new face of Nima politics. Because Jeremiah Akun will be looking at the country holistically. So you will not subject himself to county politics.
No.
So like that, Benedict will want to emerge as the new godfather of the country.
The new Prince Johnson of
so
Nima
to
County.
get that done, majority of that also will rely on the support of the CDC then. Because the CDC now, he already established himself in Monrovia as the conversation as Benedict is one of the fearless lawmakers at the 55th legislature. To get that done, Bwaga, a significant number will rest on the CDC lawmakers. So the easier way to pull them by the nose is to begin to have a conversation with them. Let's sit together, let's eat together. But I already have a preconceived to mind. That's why Snow confirmed. Now, listen what happened.
Yeah.
During the elections, the CDC understood that Cummins were being a threat to George Weah re-elections. Already President Bwaga had a significant number.
Yeah.
So the only way you could get that done to challenge President Bwaga is to have the main President Bwaga already get his base. Right? President Bwaga already had the number at the time in opposition. So the way to get it done is to have the next guys that you think that also have the number to have them, to cripple that movement. So that's how Benedict was being paid by the CDC. Benedict was being welcomed by the CDC. There were conversations, there were times that Benedict secretly drove at the CDC headquarters and held meeting with the party chairman, then Mobile Molu. There were times that Mobile Molu secretly went at the party headquarters of the AMs of the Liberty Party and held private conversation with Benedict. You know why? The understanding was they all may already having the numbers. And we too CDC won't challenge them. But Cummins now is the de facto Cummins now is the person now that we can cripple a bit so that the numbers will add up. Because seditions, there were a lot of ANC folks that would say that even if we're not supporting ANC, we can't support the Unity Party because the Unity Party was the reason why the ANC break away from the CPP or the break away from the CPP. That was a conversation they saw out to them. Okay. So at that level now, what was happening is that Belete was working, right, to continuously bring division in the party. Why you think that at the 11th hour of political activities in our country, as late as the late part of September, you had Belete issuing a statement resolution dismissing county officials that were part of the Liberty Party at that moment? Why you think draw that decision? A party that wants to win election, you are the dying meaning of any of your political activities, and you dismissing those that you call your county heads in the various counties, your eyes in the various counties. You haven't been dismissed. So at that level, you understand how perfect Belete worked for that to happen. So Cummins was being already crippled. The last time I checked, Cummins was the only politician so far in our body politics that previous election you had 7%. In the next election, you dropped by -6%. That was very dismal. It shows how the guys worked their way around to destroy him. And so at that level now, Belete succeeded. He delivered the mission of the CDC perfectly well. Even though CDC did not win elections, but the mission was executed significantly. So at that level, Belete will be welcomed even the conversation surrounding CDC come up. But Belete, that's not the factor. What we say here is that if George Weah and Buckeye, this is where my disagreement lies. When I listen to George Weah's speech at that program, then it tells me that we are, even after 2029, we are the president. It will still be the same thing in Liberia, Buckeye. If former President Weah is able to tell Liberians that in 6 months, President Buckeye has failed.
Yeah.
Buckeye, I understood how over the years George Weah was being managed. I understood all through the years how George Weah was being enveloped. You know how you can put people in envelope, you can fold it.
You
right?
put it
You put it envelope, the way
Yeah,
you put it, how it
yeah,
will be.
yeah.
Until you take it up.
Mhm.
That's how George Weah being managed.
Managed by who now? You know,
By the same folks
around him.
that was standing at the party headquarters and tell Liberians that because Magay was sanctioned, that's why they now win
The
election.
leg of Gray.
The same folks, Eugene Nagbana will tell you that if George Weah wins election again, Unity Party partisans will never get dropped in this country.
Yeah.
Then it tells you that George Weah is able to come back again and said that within 6 months time, President Buckeye has failed. Buckeye, the last time I checked, for a success to be determined, success is always right based on the duration. So you cannot say a man that wakes up maybe at the 20s, he's in the early 20s and still struggling and say the man fail in life.
Yeah, but the man said,
No, that's what I'm saying. You cannot guarantee a boy or a man in his early 30s and you say the man already failed. There are still room that man can succeed. So what am I saying is that if George Weah, having left the political space of our country, right, the highest seat of our nation, George Weah sat at the executive mansion for 6 years. He understood the problems of Liberia. He understood how complicated our systems are. He understood how complicated our governance structure is. He understood how the process, in terms of resources, is very scarce in our country. Part of the reasons why a lot of government authorities are challenged. He understood that there is no foundation in terms of fighting corruption in this country. George Weah understood there is no foundation in terms of auditing government in this country. George Weah understood there is no foundation in terms of building roads in this country. Buckeye, a character like that, even though you want to keep in the political space, you'll be very careful how you criticize things because you have had an understanding about how these things work. This is where my disagreement is. The last time I checked, when Madam Sally left power, it took her over years to even say a word.
Yeah.
When Joe Buckeye left power, as vice president, it took him years to even criticize the operations of the government. Because you know why? They understood that this is how it works. So Buckeye, the ordinary Liberian will sit on the fence and say, the president will do nothing. We will accept them because they are ignorant of certain things. They don't understand how the country works, how our governance structure is.
Is it based on just desperation?
But if George Weah, who just left power 6 months, can sit and tell you, say President failed in 6 months, because then you understand that the man is not leaning on his own understanding. He's been passed to say things.
that could be probably from the backdrop of desperation, so desperate to come back to power, and you have seen absolutely nothing been done on the Boakai's administration. Okay, so if we want to do comparison here now, let's compare your 6 months in power to that of Boakai's 6 month, President Boakai's 6 months in power. If we just open the phone lines and ask fellow Liberians who say you tell us the Boakai's 6 months and we are 6 months, who you think have done much for this country as leader of our country? Do you think that the leg of Weah will come anywhere around? No, Mr. Weah will not come anywhere around because his 6 months he did absolutely nothing. He built condominiums for himself. He broke a Street resident down. He flew a private jet. He did this. He did that. And under Boakai's administration, Boakai is at least we thought that the Weah's administration, because we are served as peace ambassador. We are working for UNICEF. So we thought that we are first 2 to 3 weeks of 1 month in office, you are going to call for the establishment of the War Economic Crimes Court. But no, in 6 years' time, we have said no. We have referred to himself as Barrow Medicine. And not a day we saw any machines on the road leading to the southeast that he got overwhelmingly voted by the people. So now Boakai is saying, I will carry 19 machines to each county. Okay, let's just do all the counties in southeast. You know how many machines will be in the southeast? You know how many machines will be there? You say you are Barrow Medicine. So when we are not trying to do too much of comparison here, but from the statement we can know that Mr. Weah he just need to keep quiet a bit and watch the space. Let the ordinary people speak out. You know, I played his recording yesterday and I listened to him saying that he and his cabinet minister, they did 99% when they were in power. That was my next question to him. If you say you done 99% for the Liberian people, what were the cost of they booting you out as leader of the country? There will be no country in the world that will do 99% and think that and they will boot you or Harris. It will never work like that. So the lack of Akaros, I don't know, Akaros Moses Gray. When I see him jumping from here there, I cannot think. I say, these guys really want to play on the ignorance of the Liberian people, and it feels that it will succeed. A male Akaros Moses Gray, if he just win state power again to become representative or even senator in this country, it means that county that he's running in or in contesting in will be a total failed county again. Because I don't know where is this man coming from. This brother served 2 terms. District number 8. Go in district number 8. Go and see things that are happening. Go and see what happened. The men that challenge the students.
But that's what I said, Boakai. If you are a grade that served 2 terms in a district like district number 8. Listen, district number 8 is one of the easiest district to represent in Abia.
Easiest.
You know why? This is a capital district. A district where road development is not a problem.
Nothing.
A district where hospital is not a problem.
Nothing.
A district where school is not a problem.
Nothing.
A district where tertiary education is not a problem.
Absolutely.
A district where security is not an issue, Boakai. This is a district that hosts the national headquarters of the Liberian National Police. Yeah. It is obvious that security is not a factor in this district. There's a district that hosts the Capitol building.
The biggest university.
So it is established that in terms of resources flowing, in terms of the exchanges in the district, it's not a problem. This is a district that hosts the University of Liberia, right? This is a district that hosts the AME University. It hosts the Zion University, Boakai. So access to education is as frequent as it. There's a district that has one of the biggest public schools in Monrovia, the G.W. Gibson. There's a district that has one of the biggest elementary schools, the demonstration. So at that level, being a representative in a district of such, it boils down to oversight. Oversight is of more important, ensuring that these different institutions, the different areas performed and live up to their commitment and provide be serviceable to the people. That's just the understanding of a lesson. Then you have a common printer, a printer in print store to come and beat you claim to be a general, a 2 times lawmaker. Have you understood the political space of our country? You have a man who are just doing printing work to come and have you defeated. Then you tell all that you still have a voice in the district. That's why he's very smart. He's smart that he's building a consensus in great part because he have understood that if Prince Store continue on this photo, there'll be even after the June 2029 elections, there'll be no space for Akaros Gray to survive. So to get that done, he's building his consensus because those are individuals that have understood that there are only 2 ways that survive in Liberia. The last time I checked is either doing political territories or station violence and being caught and receive kickbacks. That's how Gray have survived over the years. So if you have a man of such, Boakai, the only way he survives is only on the better of the government. And so smartly, you will understand a way to tailor himself. But this is what I want to say this morning. That George Weah, you're still young. You still have a space. Now, I want to be President Boakai will not have the interest again. I want to believe it. I want to be President Boakai is working to establish a foundation to fight corruption, a foundation to uphold the rule of law, a foundation, our education system, a foundation, our health system, a foundation, because all these things are lacking. So when you build a foundation, the next government will come, will establish on that foundation that's already been developed. So what is happening in Boakai? If you have 19 pieces of yellow machines distributed in all of the counties, you know what is happening? Boakai, at that level, you establish a foundation for road development. If all of the roads are now completed in the 6-year President Boakai, the next government will come and say, you know why? Let have the machine service, let them be serviceable on the roads and continue from where the government stopped. If the president is able to muster the courage that the Supreme Court will say, you know why? Even though you remove those standing officials, but go back, the procedure you have done was wrong. So we call on you to rescind on the order and ensure that the right procedures are done. The president said, okay, I welcome this in good faith. But you know what that shows? It is a demonstration that the president wants to have a foundational establishment in terms of our rule of law being respected. Again, there will be conversation on whether or not has that been achieved. We say no, but it is an early sign that it will be achieved. But it is insistent we can use that as a reliable rule of law. No. If you do that, then we show that you are not sincere to the conversation. Then we move on. The president is able to appoint a minister of defense, and those that institution represents said, no, Mr. President, why is it true that you have the power to appoint this person, but we believe that the appointment will affect us, especially we that this institution has the supervisory power over. So we said, Mr. President, resign on your decision to appoint this person. And the president said, okay, I listen to you. I will do that. Yeah. It shows that the president is establishing a foundation, Boakai, that will have times in our country after the administration of President Boakai that will have a listening president. That when the people say we don't want this, it will not happen. The George Weah said 99%. But there are 9 times in this country that Liberia cried that, Mr. President, you have just a mayor high school graduate at the time in Jawasin Koji to be appointed as mayor of the center of Monrovia. When this place was filtered, Liberians cried. Did George Weah listen? No. When there were times in this country, a labor minister in Charles Gibson, when all of our areas, our sectors across the country, our concession areas was being polluted, there were times that Liberians cried to come campaign against Charles Gibson. When the conversation came, I said, Mr. President, we know you have the power. It is in your purview. But we Liberians are saying that a greater responsibility of this is on us. The consequences will bear, Mr. President, they are greater. Please remove this, your labor minister. Did George Weah listen?
No.
So a President Boakai is bringing a conversation that if the people say that this is what we want, and okay, fine. Since you say you want it, we will do it.
We'll listen.
So that's the listening part of the president is establishing. So at the concluding state, if all of those foundations have been established, the next government to come will build on those foundations. And that's how the progress of the country will go. Today, you see why South Africans can reference Nelson Mandela as the founding father, right? Because it took a time that freedom of expression was a crime, right? It took his courage to establish that foundation that today South African can stand and speak freely. So if you ask them, they grade him on that. So that's how the conversation surrounding President Boakai legacy will be. to have them done. Can we say that everything is perfect in the first 6 months? We said no. There are still challenges. The challenges is because there is no foundation for these things. So to get them done, firstly, you must break through the odd. In breaking through the odd, there will be discrepancy, there will be dissatisfaction. And dissatisfaction are the ones that the CDC will climb us on and want to sell out a negative conversation to the people. But even to that point, this is where we are. Former President George, I understand your desperation. It is now that you have understood the space. Those are used to hear just I'm sleeping. So at this level, you understand that the effect when power leaves your hand. This is the George where I said today, when I bring for me, I go up my bed, I go sit and forget about that thing. This is a church where I wait at the park when Carrasco asked him, he said, oh, the thing I want to like Brimpo force me. So I'm saying that like people force me, so the jail take it from me. I go sit down. Because at that time, George still had the power. He did not know Baka at that time how value it was. So George will have left the space. Now when he goes areas, maybe he travel out of the country, even though he be welcomed, but that reception will never be like a president. Never. George will return to Liberia, even though he will be received, the respect, the courtesy can never be like that as compared to the time he was president. So when you start to understand these things, Buckeye, then you know that I have lost something so treasured. Something I did not treasure, I've lost it. Buckeye, if George would have treasured the presidency, George was never going to lose the elections. George was never going to lose this election. But because George did not cherish the presidency, at that time, he felt that being a president, it was something that happened. So it's like, he didn't care. So at that level, Buckeye, George was, reluctant. George presidency, him as a president was reluctant.
Yeah, but then he said to us that out of what he did, he needed to have come and complete it in the next 6 years. So according to him, the first 6 years was just a trial. He never knew anything about governance. He never knew nothing about the presidency. But the first 6 years was about trial. So he wanted us, all the Liberian people, to give him another 6 years. That was when he was going to complete out of what he started as a president. But for the Liberian people feel that this man, we entrusted him with state power. We thought that he could have done better. We thought that he could have served the Liberian people and make us believe that he's from the grassroots. But since we gave him state power, he started to change. He started to do things out of the way that we as Liberians thought that, oh, this man, he need to be kicked out. And that's why they kick him out. So the former president, in person of Josh Manawia, when he said again that, when I became president, when I was president, I used to listen to Eddie Johnson Sirleaf. Anything I'm doing, I used to go and consult Eddie Johnson Sirleaf because I was a predecessor. So at least the president Joseph Boakai, when he want peace in the country is divided. But when they want peace in the country, they may should be related to some of us. I was like, what is that how you think? Is that how you believe that without you or without your involvement, nothing of such can come from this government? No. You had an opportunity to rule this country for 6 years. And the Liberian people trusted you to rule us for 6 years. You said no. You said that I will not do nothing good. I will only empower myself and my close relatives. And today you are where you are, and you still coming and doing the city. The time you are in a presidency, you are making plow with people until you left the presidency. Then even you even leaving the presidency, you still making plow with people. So what the essence? What's the essence?
That's what we're saying, Buckeye. That's what I'm saying. That George did not cherish what he had at the time. If I were been George Weah, right, or if I was George Weah, as with the conversation now, and I'm listening, then Akara's Gray, Eh?
Yeah.
Akawas Gray, tell me that I lost election because Nathaniel
Nathaniel
Magay was
Magay.
session. I was taking a unanimous decision to suspend that person. I'm telling you, it's very serious. You know what you do as a leader at times? You carry yourself away that people don't just say trash because they won't say it. So you're going to ask him, how is it that Magay sanctioning affected the operation of CDC? Magay was sanctioned even before the elections.
Yeah.
It gave the party a time to reconsolidate.
Yeah.
Magay was sanctioned. You appointed Blamo Wister as a minister of state. The conversation went on pretty close to over 6 months even before we enter elections period.
Yeah.
That the sanction of Magay affected the operations of the in total. So what logic is tell us out? So if I was George Weah, right, what I would have done at that comeback, setback, or comeback retreat is to listen, just this gone time. President Walker cabinet held the cabinet retreat. If you follow that conversation, that is what of a retreat should be like. That you have every sectorial head
presenting,
telling us a presentation that this is where we met the institution. These are present challenges. This is how I have developed, I've designed my strategy to counter those challenges. So you have the LTA boss making deliberations, the Commerce Minister, the Minister of Justice, the different government heads making the nomination, and you have the retreat secretariat taking all of those suggestions down. And the final analysis come out with a resolution that drives the government forward.
Yeah.
If the CDC as a political institution, let's consider, okay, we want to have a time to marry me for our partisans, that's fine. But you know how we're going to do it? Since our 3 days, every day from in the morning up to 2, we go for section.
Strategize.
After the section, from 2, the rest of the day, we can coexist with our supporters and end the day activities. We do it like that for 3 days. At that area, you have a presentation section. You want to listen to the chairman or auxiliaries. How is it that we have over 1,000 auxiliaries? In state counties, the Margibi, we have over 42 auxiliaries in Margibi. As small as Margibi is, we couldn't win Margibi. How is it that we had over 36 auxiliaries in Bomi? As small as Bomi is, with less than 30,000 voters, we couldn't win Bomi. How is it that we had over 20 auxiliaries in Grand Cape Mount? We couldn't win Grand Cape Mount. Let the auxiliary here explain to us where our mistakes were at the time and what is it, why the people did not listen to our auxiliary heads when they were carrying on the campaign activities, where we went short for. Let's listen to the party chairman. Let's listen to the party chairman, Mr. Chairman, or the campaign manager. That's not the party chairman. Mr. Campaign Manager, you had a budget of 50 million to operate in a country like Nigeria with less than 5.2 million people. But the last time I checked, if even George was said we had 50 million budget, 5.2 million people, everyone will give you 1 cent to come forward CDC. CDC were won elections. We checked the total number of voters were about 2 million persons. So a party that had 50 million budget to run campaign to 50 million against 2 million against 2 million people. Waka is about let me do a math. I want to be very exact this morning. So let's say 50 million, right? 50 million divided by 2 million. 2 million. So that 25. So let's say citizens are sharing 25. All of the voters will go forward. They're still going to win elections. So against all odds, citizens had the advantage. So if I was the party head worker, Mr. Chairman, you had Mr. Campaign Chairman, you have 50 million budget to operate against a total vote of 2 million people. How is it that we couldn't win an election? Tell us where we went for. Tell us. Let's call the different heads. Mr. County Chairperson, a county that Margibi, we said we have the budget allotted for Margibi. What happened there? Why couldn't we Margibi, Mr. County Chairman?
Yeah.
That the County Chairman tell us a mistake. Where our mistakes were.
So we know a capital last of that.
Different areas, we come back. Okay, Mr. Chairman, you have 50 million budget. You did not win elections. You said these are the challenges. How can we resolve on those challenges? You provide. That's the retreat, Boakai. When all of those suggestions have been jotted down, then you re-strategize as a party. You prepare yourself for elections. But you go sit there, you go went contrary to even what you call the people for, you went contrary to it. So you witness all throughout the process. All of the media institutions. The only thing we had to pick up was George Weah said President Bouakai proceeding wrongly.
Yeah, that's
That's
all.
why the media had to pick up. The reason the media pick up that was because fresh from just on power, right? Just left the presidency. So if you're criticizing, if you criticizing your successor at that level, it becomes news. It is newsworthy. It's not newsworthy that benefit your party. It's a newsworthy that trigger the government either to respond or not.
Yeah.
But carefully, the government sees nothing.
Who responded?
Nobody
responded because
it
it
doesn't
not,
make sense.
It makes no sense.
And I believe that President Bouakai took a phone and called the Minister of Information, saying, "You know what?
The day
That you know-
that
that
it-
you don't
when,
care
when
about
you
it."
respond to
He
it,
called Kula. He called Kula for us. He said, "Kula, you know what? Don't tell about that George Weah said because it makes no sense.
absolutely
It makes no sense.
Let's acknowledge our followers on the social media this morning. Tuning, Gamo, you say good morning, and we have Therese Van Boy say thank you for the show. At least if you can tell us where you are following us from. Peter To Junior say good morning, guys. I'm following from Maryland County. Okay, Peter. Then we get Sally Johnson Moses say good morning, dear brother. You are something serious. You're talking something serious. My question is, who created the setback before celebrating for the comeback? Following live from my good citizens of the Republic of Ghana. Okay, that's Sally. Then we have Bobby Abu Menska. I say I'm following from SD Kuporo. Therese fanboy say don't mind tiny seditions. Then we have Robert Sa say good morning Punch Breakfast Show. I'm following and quietly listening to the most famous and presentation of unfolding events in our country. Musuka say Musu is following also. Livestock. This person that's not the name, but he said good morning to the Punch TV. Thanks for the Punch Breakfast Show this morning. I am Mark G. Williams, watching you live from the beautiful city of Marshall Electoral District number 1. Samuel Jacob speaking says good morning Punch Breakfast Show. Watching live from Baptist Seminary Community. JMB is a complete failure. Okay, then we'll get Max Mesa saying, you're opening the line for us so we can compare the 1 year of Mr. Weah and the 6 months of President Bouakai. Then we'll get Ruloxin Fire. Ruloxin Fire said, good morning. He said, George Weah is a political fool. He said that because he was being mentioned, during his 6 months, why President Bouakai is building roads, putting government structure into place and bringing yellow machines to the country. Then we get Sidiki, that's a Shiki Don Dada. President Weah built a foundation making native Liberia to get on board, so we native will keep preaching Mr. Weah. Okay. Then we get Anthony Zeze says, Samuel, you get free money doing job money. We have time. Go sleep. All right. That's Shiki. Bouakai is okay. Is Mud Road president. Then we get Ambassador Joe Y. Kamo say, good morning, guys. Following the show closely from Lower Magibi County, Roberts International Airport. Then we have Nyande Gao, that's Glow, say I'm following from First Street. Yeah, we can take all for now. So we'll take other people later on. So we are still making sense of the discourse this morning. And so the government have officially said that the yellow machines are in town. They are here, Harris. And there's an article on Front Page Africa this morning that says, I'm trying to get it this morning. So another CDC lawmaker in person of the host chair on rules and order, Representative Marvin Cole vows to oppose President Bouakai's yellow machine loan agreement and made repose of submission to the legislature. That's what Marvin Cole is saying this morning. He said, as a lawmaker that got voted elected with more than 19,500 votes, I would have never voted for the kind of money to go on institution that I don't know about. You know what? Sorry, I'm reading their headline, so I'm trying to go to the story itself. But what I don't know, Marvin Cole is trying to oppose to the bringing of the yellow machines in the country. Harris, before I can get it, just I don't know. You can take it from there. So as I go to the story.
Yeah, I too have been following that conversation, and it is interesting.
Mm.
It is interesting. It is entertaining. That Marvin Cole is taking a sabbatical against the situation that are involved in the yellow machine. I too, I want to get that story.
Yeah, but it is not published yet.
Yeah, the front page is yet
Yeah,
to publish that
it's
story.
they just get a headline.
But I follow up on that development days ago when Marvin Cole said that, you see, Marvin has the right.
Mm.
Okay. Marvin has the right in terms of his capacity,
Mm.
right? Marvin, as a representative, have the right to make such a statement. You see where the problem has been, and that's why we encourage our people that as we go to elections, vote people that understanding goes beyond their ego, their understanding goes beyond their limitation.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Cole, as a person, as a representative, vows to oppose the government program on the yellow machine. That's granted. Accountability has always been the president's conversation. But you see, there are a few ways to do things in this country. The first of every approach that is needed is one of that of the diplomatic means, Buckeye. Before Israel and Gaza could go for war, there were diplomatic means that they tried, they didn't succeed. Before Russia and Ukraine could go for war, there were diplomatic means that were taken that they didn't succeed. So what that means is that before you come out with such a statement or want to make such a position, the first of what is needed is to have a communication to the president's office, perhaps a communication to the floor, perhaps an inquiry that I'm the chairman of Rules Order Administration, Mr. President. And I've heard in the coverage of the public that you are bringing 285 pieces machine, of which 19 will be given to my county bank. And out of the 19, last time I checked, Bond County has 6 districts. So if you were to divide 90, at least my district will have 2. So the premise I have made for over 5 years are going to build roads for the people. We have to build roads for them. That at least the people, the farm to market roads in my district that has been a challenge will be addressed. But Mr. President, why is true that we're having this conversation? I want to know how are those machines will be sourced. I'm saying the sourcing of those machines, the fundings of those machines. How's it, Mr. President? Can you tell me, as the people's representative, that when I go there to deliver this machine on behalf of you, Mr. President, and I'm telling the people that it is your government that gave us this machine to come and fix the roads. When the people are asking me where the government took the money from, I'll be able to explain to them. Mr. President, can you tell me? Baka, at that level, if President Baka is refusing to confront to you as the people's representative, then you have a reason. Again, there are 6 districts in both countries. So if one district reject, well, that's not a problem. but I'm coming.
But the thing talking about, man,
I want to learn to a point.
Yeah, just learn.
So if one district rejects, that's not a problem. The other district in Bonga will be developed. So we want to see how you place in development against the people to that of your ego, because you want to have a point, you want to be one of the quote-unquote critical lawmakers. Listen, this is what the conversation is. At first, what you need to do, and the last time I said this on this conversation, and I'll repeat myself again, Buckeye, and every time we have the conversation, we'll say this. There is a need that as we move on, President Buckeye, as we're trying to have a structural reform of our country, right? A reform of our governance structure. Let's have in our system what we call a legislative Institute of Liberia.
Mm.
LRL. That LRL will be established, black guy, so that one of the prerequisites to be a lawmaker in Liberia, whether you get a degree, qualify, whatever, you must have a certificate from that institution. You know what that institution will be for? To teach people basic things about governance. That you, if you are representing procedures, channels, what the law says, the ways to go, the medium of which to use in terms of you want to confront issues. They have that institution. When you go, you graduate from NANE, then before you go now, you register to the National Elections Commission to become a candidate or contesting elections. Because you know why? A lot of missteps have been in our country. You are a representative. On top of being a representative, you are the chairman of rules, orders, and administration.
Yeah.
An addition to your functions. So what you need to do, have a formal communication be presented to the president.
Not
Or
yet.
perhaps to the floor, that this is what we have observed, we heard. Let's call the president, let's call the government to come and tell us how this thing is possible. How this thing is possible. At that level, if the government fails, or if the government provide a conversation that is not in line with your vision as a representative, then you say, why should the government say they bring in 19 pieces of to be distributed across all of the counties? As a representative, representing people of Bon County District 3, I don't want this. I'm not accepting it. I will not take it. Then at that level, go back to your people, tell them, say, the government supposed to give out 19 machines, but we know how the government bought those machines. So I told them I will not accept it as a people. Let the people tell you.
They will run behind you.
Let the people tell you. No, that's it.
They will run behind you.
Hey, you represent the people. Let the people tell you, Bogante.
No, we don't want it.
I said we want it.
We want it. We all said we want it.
Well, as a Methodist bishop, how they can chase people from out of real life. That's the same way you're going to be chased. You know why? I said this. It is not your mind. But in other countries, the reason why you see lawmakers stay in authority, because what they say, things they say, how to talk it, is not from their belief. It's from what the people are saying. Fine. If I was Marvin Cole and I understand this, oh my word, that's a very terrible feedback.
Yeah.
So I get to the people there in my district who have an emergency district meeting or whatever the case will be. Listen, we have this thing. The government said they're bringing yellow machine in the country. They said 19 pieces will be given. 19 pieces, oh my word. Yeah. 19 pieces will be given to 19 pieces will be given. Will be given to each district. But my people, why should the government bring in the 19 pieces? They say they won't build roads. But we know where the government take the money from to buy the machine. So should we accept the machine? Well, we know where the money coming from, or should let it be. But at that level, the people will tell you the conversation that they lack. Or our representative, we don't want our machine because we don't know what the money. I mean, the people in Wapa about one of the people that trustworthy. Leave it.
My man.
Or the people tell you that whether the money or now, we want our roads to be developed. Then at that level, you're taking a conversation to the legislature. At the capital building, you're taking a conversation to the government. You be informed by people on what to say.
I bet Marvin Cole or any other lawmaker in this country, when they say the man, let them go stay from the people in the rural area and say, because of Joseph Boakai bringing it, and I'm not from the Unity Party, so we will not accept it. They will run behind you. You say you're not believing. Man, you as a lawmaker, you in your SUV, you in your 4-wheel drive, you can commute from here anywhere. You understand? But the ordinary Liberians, they are into taxi that don't even have your 4-wheel. They are sleeping on the roadside. They are sleeping in mud. There's somebody say, I want to help the people, and then they tell me, say, we want to know where the money coming from, or we want to do this. Marvin, go there. When you say you may go back,
go country, call the people, say
your whole district, just go there and tell them, say, we will not accept the machine from the people there.
Go there and tell the people.
you see what we're talking about. They may not serious. Most especially a guy like Marvin. What integrity Marvin do have that he will come and be controlling people? What integrity? You know, so you as a lawmaker, if you think there's not just specifically about Marvin, but if you think that you are against the importation of those machines.
We beg you the
We
money.
beg you.
Just go back to the people and tell them, say,
Yeah.
the government supposed to give a machine, but we know what the government tell the money for. So we're not accepting it. We beg you, go back and tell the people.
Go tell the people.
Let it give you that feedback.
Yeah.
Then not basically we'll call the president to say, Mr. President, the lawmaker went to a district.
Yeah.
And afterwards, the people told him that they don't want a
machine.
We beg you the money.
Yeah.
If I had a list of call her names, I would have called her one after another.
You go back to your district. You go back to your district and go tell people and say, no, we'll tell the president that we don't want a machine because we know where you're taking the money from. Just go back to your county or district. Just go back there. Then you will hear for yourself. You as a lawmaker. Just go back.
So when I come back,
when I not come back, we want about them taking off.
Yeah, man, plenty of those be focusing on yeah,
man.
So you know, I promise the boy, I have been a road over 2 times down there.
Yeah,
not even a road for it to a house. The last time I went bombing, but can I share this with you? Last time I went bombing, like for instance, or Alex Starter, right? Alex Starter is now senator. The road at least so Alex Starter home, Mono. That role is as deplorable as you want to consider any other rules in that bureau. So at that level, that child go back to the people that you want and say the government will bring machine to fill the role, but transparency, we gotta know. So I told them, say we're not accepting that as a people. So I can't tell you, I beg you, go and do it. But I think go visit your district and tell the people that this is a decision and let the people receive you overwhelmingly. You come out on the radio.
Yeah, get called back. So call back to they call that. Yeah, call back. Please go tell put in your district say you don't want a machine. Yeah, folks. So we will open the phone lines now on 0778 665 699. Once again, 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 6440 0880 561 644 are the lines that you can call. The WhatsApp number is there also. That's 086 1060 61. It's pinned there on the line. Let me say on the stream already. Let's take this person here quickly on this line. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Harris.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, my name is Sagashas. Join you from Stintor this morning.
Welcome, Sagashas.
Yeah, the issue of CDC, setback will come back. For me, I call it step back into a greater, setback. Yeah, because listening to their president, George will get push, a divisive message to the country. Because if you tell the Liberal as a former leader that the country is divided, within 6 months, you spend 6 years. So within 6, what make our country got divided into within a period of 6 months? It started with, under your regime. And George, we are sat there, people got killed, they impeached people, illegally. George, we are said not even as far as they went to ECOWAS school. The ECOWAS said they should, repay the man, or they should pay the man, or reinstate the man. They refused, they respected the rule of law. So for that, George, we can't be that person to preach a message of peace in this country, and can't be that person of president to preach about the rule of law in this country. George, we should just remain as a former, president of Liberia now. But
right.
I don't think that Lebron will buy into his argument, because that his argument he made, I see no reasons of any, serious person to listen to it and take it into consideration.
All right.
Because you come in as a political party, putting your members together, only for them to have gone to their party headquarters, play Lulu, check up, so that's how that the people are not serious. They
All
are
right.
very,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Let's take another caller. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Baka Kamara and his co-host.
Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm Fasu Command, and I do join you from the RIA Highway.
All right, Fasu, let's take 1 minute quickly. We are running out of time.
In relation to your talking points that have to do with the air moving equipment and how vital it is to the Liberian people. I think this thing is a senator project for this government. And these are things Liberian people have been yearning for a long time ago.
But some of the lawmakers are saying that they will not support it because it not coming in a good terms, so they will not support it.
Most of these people, these are people that have been playing on the intelligence of the ordinary people. Sometimes they want to play the role of public work when carry machine and do or flashy project as a way of doing the people. So to see government coming up to say, oh well, the issue of road connectivity, I think all Liberians should have unhindered access when it comes to flying or commuting on farm to market roads. For the government to look at the needs of the people, the Liberians people have been yearning for. Because I think it's something that all well-meaning Liberians, most especially our respected leaders, should embrace. Because there is something that never happened in the history of Liberia.
All right, thanks so much. It have never happened in the history of Liberia. Let's take another person here. Good morning.
Morning, Parker. Let me say good morning to your colleagues in studio.
Bobby.
My name is Joe Kamua. Doing this morning from around the Rabah International Airport. And let me say thank you for the show. You know, I follow the show religiously. And you see, like you guys are saying, you cannot have people who will always want to anti-development. And for some of us, it is very cardinal enough to see the livelihood of our citizens improve. But you can have a certain group of people who have just politicized everything in this country. So some of us, we are very proud of the president that we dearly voted for, and we believe in his ideology and his developmental initiative. So we're not set and allow few lawmakers who getting rich at the detriment of the Liberian people to come and they'll be making a sweeping statement. So let Melvin go to the people, like you guys said, let him go to the constituents and tell the people, say, the machine of bringing will not want it, and see he will get and see the feedback you will get from the citizens. But some of us will welcome it. We appreciate the president. Thank you very much this morning.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in. 0778-665-699 is the line that you can call. 0778-665-699 or 0880-561-644. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Samuel Director calling from Real Light of Beach Pacific Problem Paro. Yeah, morning, brother.
Yeah, welcome. You are live with us, my brother.
Yeah, my brother. Let me be emphatic today and tell you. Anyone or any lawmaker for speaking now, I'm speaking from District 4. I live in District 4, there where I get my property. Any lawmaker for our lawmaker, Marcus, come on, any attempt for him to say in front of that yellow machine for our road to be open, to say he will be counter to development, meaning that he will not live in District 4, we're chasing out. Because this is what the Liberian people been yearning for. We are not yearning to put the government to come and live on promises. This government will deliver. No matter how they don't like it, they will like it. While we are yearning for the country to be developed, to be compared with other countries. Now, where you travel, you go to another country, you just come to say, I will go develop, it is develop. Then when the development coming to come to Ladrona, you lawmakers, you go stand before it because you are not educated before going into the house of legislature proceeding. You don't even know nothing. How to address the people on society, you don't know it. But only Amanda Awesu, who want to carry in the house of legislature, we carry there. So thank you for putting me the time, my brother.
Thanks so much for calling in. 0778-665-699 is the line that you can call this morning. 0778-665-699 0880-561-644. Okay, let's see if we can take somebody on this line here quickly on the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Douglas. How are you? Thank you for the program.
Douglas, welcome. You're live with us this morning.
Lawmakers, I think some can just talk because they want to oppose everything, and they are. I think they know that the people like the project. This is why you see a lot more people within the opposition. They are not seeing anything. But if it was something that was against it, thing like ability, then he have already rating maybe 5, 6, 7. But when he talking, the people of Nimaka, they will push it out. So they will not do. Look, my brother, yesterday I was so surprised. Liberia, the youth, we born the Facebook, everything. crosswalk. People don't know how, they don't know that they should walk on the crosswalk. That thing is there, my brother. We use the people seeing it on TV. That the people can walk on our crosswalk. They don't have to walk on the new road. Car hit you that for nothing. When car hit you on the crosswalk, that car will pay. My brother, when you go to that new roundabout, you will laugh. I tell you, Liberia need a lot of education. Youth that the trust fund, they don't know crosswalk. They will walk straight on the car road. They will walk to that turning point. They will walk there before they go cross on the other side. That's how they can do it.
Okay.
When car hit you there, it's for nothing. When car hit you on the crosswalk, they may wrong. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for calling in from the diaspora. I'll take more calls on 0778 665 699. 0778 665 699. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, Parker.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Chief. And let me say good morning to your colleagues and the Liberian people. My name is Kwewu. I'm Covey, and I joined this conversation from JSKTD, headed by a dictator, Smokey Manova. Thank you so much. Guys, you know, I much appreciate and commend you and your colleagues. You guys are on top of it. You guys did not fall for the CDC media propaganda strategy. Let's be clear. What was the reason that the CDC brought George Weah out to their CDC auxiliary platform to speak out? It was just because they were the information ministry announced that the government have brought in over 100 equipment, and the CDC never wanted that message to resonate in of the people. So they brought George Weah out to their CDC auxiliary platform that come and speak to the Liberian people. Their talk will be the of the day for the week. Nobody will focus on that yellow machine that you're talking to. They just come and speak out or deceptions and lies that issue. That will focus on you and they will forget about the yellow machine. But thank God you guys are on top of it. You discuss the book. You discuss the book issue. This is deception. Yeah, instead Bwaka is violating the law. What the law about Bwaka is violating? What to have Emma Glasgow and Nafa? You say have there lots of service to center of them. You say have Alexander you say have your social justices that you are appointed to the Supreme Court. If Bwaka were against the law issue, I will understand, but today they are taking position and working. So Bwaka is the children are not working in the government, they not employ children in government. Children work in government when our constitution forbids foreigners working in our government. Your children are foreigners. Your daughter is an American citizen. Your son, Timothy, is an American citizen. How can they work in our government? Our constitution forbids that.
Okay.
So, there was not that George we are saying, thank God you guys did not follow it. Did not fall for it. We are discussing the other issue. We love it. We need it. Anyhow it comes, we will embrace it for our group.
Thank
to be good.
Thank
you very much.
Thanks so much for calling in. 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644 0880 561 644. Let's take another person here quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from?
Morris.
Yeah, Morris, welcome. But just lower the receiver in the background.
The talking discussion. We very appreciate the coming of this machine. We need development in this country. Actually, it is good that President Bwaka is bringing those machines in those countries. No, it takes, as for me, I can for me to have nothing on machine for me. It is a plus for Bomi County because the road connectivity for me is terrible. If we have those machines and the government can put in some mechanism that will help to or subsidize the machine every year the capacity money in the budget that will help to subsidize the machine. I will be concerned with it. So we appreciate President Bwaka so much for bringing the machine in the country.
Okay. Thanks so much for calling in 0778 665 699. Thanks for making your contribution this morning. We taking your calls. Keep them coming in. Let's go back and take this person. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Morris. Calling from Singapore.
Welcome, Morris.
Concerning CDC coming back, you put down 1 million on Joe Weah because the money is too. people want if on for him. It is that some to I got green a new that we will now win. But because the money is spent, everything goes deep. So they want some money from Joe.
So it mean that Joe will not come back?
Come back from where? People know that they make the money. So that the money people want if for him.
No, but the man want to be president for the second term. So he will be contesting in 2029.
What is there for one? I can't be, it can't rule again.
They may build roads, they may build invisible part, they may build hospitals, a lot of other things. So
no, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, they may build road, the road they may build, the horse are in Nashville, and the other one, they may really say, and number one. No.
I will not agree with you. According to them, they say the man is the only president that have built the highest road in this country. So I don't know what you just say. The man only build.
Wait. The people that are supposed to tell the people that are out of the country. But Joe will hear. He was senator because the people say, "Oh, the man, he will not want to." Because for the water. They made there for senator for now 2 years. You know, be all that in there. At the end of the day, he come for president, then he can be your husband for 6 months. You see, I was speaking in the country now. Everybody are open now.
All right.
The old man said, everybody are open now. So, can you conclude that yellow machine? They let you, and not let you. One day.
All right, thanks so much. And I want to say, if you say you love Maker and you know that you can, you say you want to go against, just go back to your district. Just go back and tell the people and say, no, for us, we'll not accept it. Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Tito Lee. I'm calling from Bomi County, District 1, the best representative county.
Who's the best representative?
Obadiah Jack Vani.
Okay, go ahead. So, you say you want a machine here?
No, I'm for all representatives. I'm representing you want it. We need it.
No, but the police say that they will put stop to it.
No, we're not putting stop to it. We want it.
Oh,
we want that machine.
Yeah, they put you bomb you want it, eh?
Yeah, we are in Bomi County. We want it.
Okay.
We're waiting for that machine, and we want to tell the president, thank you very much for sending the machine into the country.
Yeah, but you can call back and say they probably stole the money to build a machine, so they don't want a machine.
Anyway, you can call back for him, you know what he wants. So as for all we wanted.
All right.
My representative waiting for it.
Thanks so much. How is bombing this morning?
Okay. Yeah, bombing is okay.
All right. Thank God. All right. Thanks. Calling from bombing county. They may say they probably want it like my boy county there. Harris. Let's go and take another person here. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, this is Obadiah Vani from Bomi County.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a lawmaker?
Yeah, this is honorable.
Yes.
Okay. Honorable, welcome to the show. You are live with us this morning.
Thank you very much for your topic, and thank you for educating Liberian people. And as you said this morning, any lawmaker who will go in the district and say they don't want a machine for us from bombing and social sector, we are waiting for the machines, and for now we are going to have a big program and tell the woman thank you. So he may well.
No, but honorable, some of your lawmakers, some of your colleagues are saying, in person of Marvin Cole. He said when this issue is being carried on the floor, he will now vote in favor of the bringing in of yellow machines. I don't know how you look at that as a lawmaker, your colleague.
For me, I want to represent my people. I want to represent the interest of my people. They are now when they are for the Union Party, and I want the Union Party. I support the Union Party agenda, and I want for political party business. I want that our program benefit. If the Union Party did the right thing, we hear it. When they did the wrong thing, we tell you it's wrong. All you all is to represent our people and our people to benefit from the taxes and the resources.
Is the yellow machine the right thing? I mean, as we speak.
For now, yellow machine, yes, because it's about road connectivity. We've been trying for long when it comes to road connectivity, and we have the opportunity to have machines. And market to farm and road will be farm. Our favorite towns, if we have access to being a good to sell, it'll be a good thing for us.
Did you promise your constituents at the time, Honorable, when you were contesting, that you have helped them with road connectivity now that the government is bringing yellow machine? I mean, was there any promise you made to the people of Senje? Because I know Senje very well. You have, for instance, the road from Gaia Hills going to Godman Farm. That road is I'm saying it needs conditioning. You have other roads as well across Bomi, especially District 1 Senje. Was there a promise you made to the people that you are going to help them with roads?
Yeah, the promise we made was we were going to use our local tools to maintain the road in the meantime. We're not permitting a machine, and today a machine is coming. It's a plus to us, so we support them.
Okay,
we'll call you, sir, so you can appear with us anytime soon.
I'm waiting. I prepare for that.
Okay.
Thanks so much. That's the lawmaker of District Number 1, right? District Number 1,
Sanja
District. Yeah, Obadiah Vani. He's there. We hope to have him anytime this week.
He was one of those Bakai. Why take more calls?
Yeah.
I know he contested. He's one of those persons that have been very courageous. He contested with 2 separate occasions. He contested against Eddie Snow by then.
Okay.
He lost out. Yeah, I can recall. He contested against Finna as well, Finna Lasana.
I mean, I hope to visit his district.
Yeah, I hope
we can drive there.
Yeah, Bomi is
not far. The last time we went there,
Bomi is one of the accessible counties in the district he represents. One of the loveliest place to be in Liberia. I mean, if you visit Senje, Senje hosts a lot of areas here in Mano where Palm is in Senje.
Yeah, well. All right. Let's take Max Mixer from London. He's joining us this morning. Max, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Buakai. Let me say good morning to Harris and everybody. Good morning to everybody in Liberia. Once again, I mean, we must commend you guys for the analysis in which you always try to you always do your to actually balance the discourse as well. Thank you so much. That's what they call professional journalism. This is it. I think, first of all, let me start with the former president. Some people are still calling him president, addressing him as president, but he is former. You know, the speech he made at that gathering, at that particular, I don't know whether it was political gathering or kind of a pressure group gathering. But the speech he made, I mean, I couldn't even make sense of it anyway, because this is a brother that was just, I mean, picking up words and then trying to put them together and throwing at the people as well. And it was so much disheartening to note that Big Brother, after 9 years in the Senate and then after 6 years as president of Liberia, this brother is still struggling to even communicate with the very, very young people that are right under his nose there at that particular headquarters. But again, this is what we planted years ago as well. I mean, giving him the opportunity for 6 years after the 9 years failure in the House as well. So reaching to this stage wherein somebody is saying that, yeah, we had a setback yesterday, but then we can still strive to do a comeback. It's just shameful as well. I mean, I can tell anybody, like some of your callers have said already, President George Weah, in terms of presidency 2029, in fact, politically, President George Weah is not actually thinking about presidency anymore. That I can tell anybody. And he continued to prove it anyway. Okay. And that is it.
All right.
Well, on the side of Mervyn Cole, Representative Mervyn Cole, Buakai, I would love for him to go back to the constituency.
That's all we want from him.
And do engagement, constituency engagement with his constituents, and put a matter to the table and say, look, but this is my stand on the issue. What do you say? Let the people give him the message, and he take it back. And Representative, my nephew, Representative Yeke Kolba was in Cape Mount County. I saw a video yesterday in which the superintendent and the entire leadership came up to tell him that you should never ever come back in this county with such a message where you'll be standing against development and where you'll be insulting leaders and so on, and elders and they want him seriously in Cape Town County. And I want to applaud the Cameroonians. Yes, he's my nephew. We talk, but I think the messages that he carrying around.
Okay.
Maybe except he joined Melvin Cole, so perhaps they can work together.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the show.
Thanks so much, Max Mesa, for calling from London. Let's cross over to the same WhatsApp number to our brother there in the USA. We got somebody on the line. Good morning, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having.
Sorry for keeping you a bit on the line, but welcome, my brother.
That's okay, and I want to just hail you all for the job well done and that you are doing, and for bringing me on. First, let me start with defining the word transparency. It's the idea of allowing enough light through to see object behind it. Okay? Anybody, whether they're in Jakarta Market or they are in Butuo or Grand Cru Barclayville, they can see the picture Bouaka is trying to paint with those yellow machines. That transparency, as opposed to a president who came to power in the first 3 months or 6 months of his presidency. This man had a private jet. Up to now, Liberian people does not know how he got that money. Is that what we call transparency? So let me say this. We are thankful for you all because most of our population, they don't read. Here is what I want people to know. In our history, there was a president called Tolbert. He was the one who connected the nine major political counties. Ever since that project, no president had ever conditioned the nationwide road. You see, the old man in that yellow machine, he's not looking for a girlfriend. The old man in that yellow machine, he's not trying to smoke. The old man in that yellow machine, he's not trying to make music, but he's thinking in terms of generational development. If Liberian people allow those machines through the length and breadth of that country, the impact will be felt generations to come. You guys should do all you can and make sure those machines saturate and condition our country's road.
Okay.
Like most of the people say, finally, these guys are playing politics. Somebody in the citizen, maybe senators or the lawmakers, do not want Bouaka's campaign promise that I don't see the reason why a car will be stuck in the mud in our country. So thank you for that machine. Whether we can have the money to pay or not, I call on this government to call the Liberian in diaspora. Some of us will give our last $5 to pay for those machines.
Okay. Thanks so much for calling in. We appreciate it. Hope you be part of us every morning.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks so much. That's our brother there from the United States of America joining us this morning. Let's take another person on this line. The calls are coming in back to back. Let's take this person quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, boy guy. Good morning, Harry.
Good morning.
And good morning to the Liberian people. Yeah, we are listening to your topic on the discussion.
Your name, where you joining us from? I don't know your name.
My name is Mohammed Sisse. I join you from District 2, Motorola County.
Okay, Mr. Sisse, welcome.
Yeah, I would like to lament on the yellow machine. The yellow machine is not for one person; it's for the entire Liberian. So for Mexico to be coming out and saying that he will oppose against the yellow machine, I just think it to not be. Don't get really like me.
I pass on the Amagashi road. Why are lawmakers saying? What district number 2 Sekou Kone saying? What are you saying?
District number 2. He will not oppose against it. He will not oppose against it because. But
you speaking for the mayor?
Yeah, I speak for the mayor. I know what he's doing.
Okay.
I know, and he will not oppose against it because if he opposes against it, it says here is just 2 months for me.
So when he opposes against it, you will kick him out?
We'll kick him out. We'll kick him out. And I just want to lament on medical. Medical is a lawmaker from Bond County. But I tell medical, let you move on here, you go Bond County and go saying people saying that they want to bring yellow machine, but I don't want for all to take it because we don't know where they get the money from. And when you're not controlling, you don't come in Mohammed. Yeah. And if I was blind envelope coming on their hand, he was not coming to come, he was not going to afford the music. He would think the people of Bond County would not know about it.
Okay. All right.
Because that development coming to all the for me, all the Bond County people, so that me not afford the music. But I just want to let you know that 6 years is not nothing. So if you oppose the music after the 6 years, you'll boot it out.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in. 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644 are the lines that you can call. You'll be live with us here this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show on Punch FM 106.7 with me, Boakai Amara Kamara, along with Harris Biddy. We are here this morning driving you through, taking your calls. 0778 665 699. Oh, this phone going off. This phone going off. I don't know. Yeah. To get a charger for this phone. Yeah. Yeah. I think now the only way that you can call me is choose 077 0776 yeah. The charger, not charging this phone. 0778 685 699 0778 685 699. Okay. All right. So 0880 561 644 0880 561 644 are the lines that you can call. And you will be live with us this morning. Now take this person here quickly. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
This is Pascal Davis from District 6.
Mr. David, welcome to the show. You are live with us this morning.
Thank you. You know, this country is getting interesting every day. And, you know, that's the reason why sometimes we question people who really claim that they know book in Liberia. So, I hope I'm not being personal, but I've listened to Mr. Fakio, who's supposed to be somebody who understands governance. So I did. He just spoke and broke me down this morning. See, nobody in their right mind will kick against good development. Nobody. Nobody will stand in the wake of progress. Not even me. Even if I don't support Mr. But I wish I would not do. But see, governance does not call for that. In a country where there are 3 branches of the same government, where there is coordination, check and balances, then you tell me that the executive that's supposed to implement must go for 100 or 5,000 pieces of machine. Even though the legislature is not even in the way, but because we want machine, then the government comes and brings machine. And you're telling me here, Martin, that yes, it is a good governance practice.
So what's the point? What's the point? Let's go to the issue quickly. We don't have luxury of time.
No, yeah, I know we'll not always have the time. So I'm saying, while we welcome even 2,000 machines in the country, we must follow the process. How much is it? Do you know over there? How much the machine costs? Is it a loan? Is it a grant? Is it a donation? Can you just explain to the public? I know people are mesmerized. Oh yeah, this is the country we want it. But I'm asking you, you read what has happened in Kenya? You know what the young people stood up for their rights? Until that agreement was being revoked? Can you tell the Liberian people the source of the machine? We want it. Can you over there? Oh, you are a professional journalist. But good governance doesn't call for one person going to bring things. We're not in a dictatorship government. We're in a democratic state where there are three distinct branches of government. Can you tell
so is it good to oppose to the importation of those machines?
What you call oppose now? I mean, you can say words that I know. Nobody's opposing. I'm asking you.
I'm asking you now. So even if the process ain't been followed, okay. So that's what I'm asking now. So Pascal, they have a conversation. They have a conversation. We'll get people listening to all they want to know. You know, they want to follow the conversation. So my question is, even without the process being followed,
there is wrong.
Listen, Pascal, listen. Let me conclude. I beg you, we have people listening to us. So even if the process, and now I'm rephrasing the question, even if the process ain't been followed, you don't want the importation of those machines. You don't want it coming to Liberia. You don't want it. You don't want we Liberian benefiting from it, right?
If you ask Mr. Pacquiao that question, even if the process is not followed. But you just ask the question, why would Mr. Bwanga not even follow the process? So I'm asking you, how do we know the source of the machine? Are you saying to me, you, my friend and brother, who is so hungry, all of us hungry in the morning? I just woke up one morning, I saw Sam and Gary in the pen, but I'm hungry. So I should eat it because I'm hungry? What do you mean, even if the process, once the process is not followed, it's illegal.
Okay.
It's illegal totally.
All right. So I think. So will you be one of those that will be reaching out to people,
your
representative to not accept the implementation of those machines?
Because my level of education, I will ask the government to the executive to just
I want you meet your representative and tell him now. Because listen, Pascal, listen, Pascal, I give you the time you're talking now. So let me have time too. I want you to reach out to your lawmaker. He's your
conversation. You want me? I'm giving you my position.
But the man is a direct representative.
I'm not doing things that you want me to. I'm not speaking your feelings.
All right, Jack, conclude quickly, my brother.
So I'm saying, in a spirit of check and balance, in a spirit of good governance, in a spirit of democracy, which Mr. Pacquiao is aware of, even you, but we tend to be pretentious. They ask the government to do it right. When we do it right, when those machines come, it will help to move our country forward. Yes, that's what I called to say this morning. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Pascal, for calling in and making your point this morning. 0778-665-69.
Hello. Morning, you live. Yeah, you live. Go on.
To make a comment, 2 comments. The first one is
who's that? What? Yeah, can you call your name?
Your name, please.
Your name, please.
My name is Patrick Honor.
Okay.
So I don't intend to veer off, but I just want you all to do a bit of research. But there are 2 roads that we need to do a bit of research on. In fact, 3 things. Number 1, the overhead bridge. Now, that overhead bridge, the whole concept, the whole idea of the overhead bridge was not initiated over the last 6 years. And you can do a research on it. Then we used to be on the talk show talking about the overhead bridge when China committed to Madame Sirleaf then, when she was president, that they were going to do the overhead bridge. But that process stalled. Our process stalled somewhere during the reign of Mr. Weah because of the vote against China. I'm sure you all followed. Now China has recommitted that they will do the 2 overhead bridges. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the Banga to Saleh to Lofa Road. All of us know that government is continuity, but that Banga to Lofa Road, to tell you the truth, you remember that historic photo with I think it was doing a runoff in 2017 with President
George Weah.
And she invited George Weah, who was a candidate.
Yeah.
then. And she didn't invite Joe Parker. So that was when they did the groundbreaking for that banger to Lofa Road. So the money was sourced, funding was sourced for it from the Qatari fund, and everything was sourced. That project should have been completed in 2020. I was just reading online about it. But it was not completed. Part of the reasons it wasn't completed, I'm sure, is because of number one, COVID. Number two, the funding, slow funding coming in for that. So that project, for people ready to claim glory for that project, you all should know. You all should do research on these projects. The next project that I want you all to do research on is the project from Coca-Cola factory to the EWA Junction here, that is coming dedicate. That project, money was sourced for that project. Everything was done. The groundbreaking was done. Everything during Madam Sharif's era. The road project started from Coca-Cola factory to EWA Junction. That road project, I was just reading, it should have been completed 2019.
So what's the issue here, Mr. Honor? Because I like
no,
but Pascal, but Pascal have the Pascal. Yeah, yeah, but Pascal have the time to have a conversation now, not because he, yeah. So you have to make it snappy, Mr. Honor.
You have to make it snappy, but you are not making it snappy, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're trying to make it snappy. You're not trying to make it snappy.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Honor. Go ahead.
So the point I'm making is the Coca-Cola factory, and this is the painful truth. People didn't want to hear about talking. They didn't want to hear it. Because there will be a time that they will dedicate that project, and people will start saying, oh, thank you to this project, thank you to that project. I want you to know who initiated that project and how it came about. That's the point I am making. That's the point. Finally, people talk about financing agreement. That's the process people should follow, and I agree with them. People should follow the process. But the people who talk about financing agreement, I want you to ask them. Sometimes we need to ask these people so that they can get taught, and they go off the line, and they think they finish educating the public. And in the last 6 years, how many financing agreements we passed? And we passed the financing agreement for Elton Iboma for the Coastal Highway.
Yeah.
And they follow the process, they pass it, the financing agreement, the Coastal Highway, yeah?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Okay, so the point is that's the process people should follow. That's good. But it is more than extremely likely that you can follow that whole financing agreement and even get what you want to get. It is possible. So I'm not saying that that's not the process. Again, I want to repeat, I am not saying that that's not the process. But sometimes when these hardened muya people call, and you can tell from the way they speak, when they call and try to cast expressions or play, they say, well, hey, they play the financing agreement. I thought they didn't do financing agreement for the party airline.
The United Party came with the matter of change. They came with the matter of not doing business as usual. So if you start to go back to what they did, then it becomes different thing.
So, but the point is, before you take steps, you have to remind people of their past. Man. There is no way you can say, okay, come for change so much. So you come for change now, or the different talk show who's there. So the other member now told say when Paka was here, Paka was not doing it. Then they must shut him up. The way to shut him up is just to say, you say you come for change, then they mean that you must shut up. No. The painful thing is remind people of what they did. If the Unity Party government leaves office today, or the government can, they will remind the Unity Party government of what they did. By that time, I hope you also say, if you be on the talk show or if you be on radio by that time, I hope you will tell this, remind people of what they did. You were here before your financing agreement. What is in your financing agreement for? This one, the financing agreement is submitted to the legislature right now, and at the same time, the equipment has started arriving. So you see a kolo, and nobody expected this in 5 months. To tell you the 285 movie equipment.
Okay, so thank you so much.
They're building two stations two in Lima, 2 in Bong, 2 in Lofa, 2 stations in Basel, and the rest get one station.
Yeah.
It will help to clear the farmland for people. It will clear some areas, road to the border, and all those things. And people say, a fantasy agreement in here, so okay.
All right. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Honor, for calling in and being a part of the conversation this morning. Let's take another person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
So thank you. And let me say,
Is it
Pascal? Yeah, no, there's a voice of Prince Kolake.
Okay, Prince, welcome.
For me, I have serious issue with you people giving that level.
No. Hello, Prince Kolake. Prince.
Yeah,
let's go to the issue directly. Let's go to the issue.
Thank you. Thank you. So then, it means that when you have opposing view, they give you more time.
No. I'm not saying that, but let's go to the issue. When I want to go back and forth.
The issue, you know, like the Director General has said, it's good to remind people. Some of our brothers today, they are not surviving on other radio stations because the people kept reminding them. These were the people yesterday when we said President Weah was using all of those the country money to build horses. They said at least it was built yet. When did they get to know that things should pass through proper channel? The issue is clear. For us, we will keep reminding when we talk about good governance, for CDC now to come lecture us about good governance. Are you killing me? For me, I'm not United Partisan. No. Neither am I a sedition. But we were here. We saw how CDC was misuse the opportunity. In that different parties speaking on good governance or all of those requisite requirements when it comes to having a proper, a better government, then. But these were the people yesterday. Everything that President Weah, the former president, did, they were healing it. Okay. For me, the only problem I have on the equipment is let it pass to the proper channel. But even without it passing to the proper channel, once they have been built some meeting, and we're in subsequent time that all of those things will be reviewed. It is good.
All right, thanks so much. Let's take another person here. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Boagai.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Ambo Mfua, calling from Riyadh.
Welcome.
And you know, like Orokora said, we remain citizen. I remember in the past they said Costa Hara were coming. I still get a voicemail. A dealer Koti said, "What are the money come from the belly of the devil? We're saving to make sure the highway is done." So today is our camp. I don't care what they say. We accept the yellow machine. For me, I'm from Lower County District 5.
So you have to accept the money from the belly of the devil.
We accept our yellow machine to go.
No. So I'll ask you the question. You accept the money from the belly of the devil because they did it before, right?
That's what they say.
No, but if you follow in that footsteps, so it means that you're not here for any change.
No, we're here for change. But for me, that was a slogan. So let them run. I will accept the yellow money to go this one and find Lower County and pave our road there.
Okay. Thanks so much, my brother, for calling in. We'll still take calls up until our guests can arrive. Right, Harris?
We'll still take calls.
All right, 077. All right, let's take this person here quickly on the line. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
I'm Fakoli.
Okay.
Calling from District 15.
Wow, welcome. You're live. The terrible feedback.
Yeah, it is to say to our studio guests that really that we are hearing something that is not making us feel good. That is when we see them weaponizing the population against the national government, it's going to aggravate us. We thought the both forces should work in collaboration with the friends to bring in development. That was the objective of the people electing them in that very position, representatives and senators. But when you see them going against development, it will aggravate their constituents. You get me clear?
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at Liberia today, you want to compare Liberia with other nations, you may have it diverting from the proper route. Liberia is in an emergency situation. In other nations, they don't talk about road construction anymore, rather electricity.
Okay.
But you see what today, we still talking about road construction and electricity.
Okay.
With that condition, will the president agree to go in that kind of procurement at this time?
All right. Thanks so much, my brother. Let's take another person. We don't have the luxury of time. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to your colleague. I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Joseph.
Lawrence, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Baka. Hey, I've been following the show. Director General, brother to call, but it's good. You know, our democracy is getting there. It says the days of Manaseli, freedom of expression. For me, I think the past government, this government, is giving all the free leverage to air our view. Thank you to you guys always too for creating the platform for us. But I mean, like somebody said, my man preschool I get he and I should put a kumis. Like he said, I think our party, all of parties should be the one blowing this trumpet. Okay, we are not dictating the fella. My good brother Pascal Davis and others have their right to speak on national issues. But when we are looking at who has the moral ground to question the government, they are not in that league. Let's be honest. I mean, they think when people bother continue to play with the mentality of the population or with the mind of our people or the imposition, they desperately perform. And as soon, I mean, the people vote them out, then they tend to pretend to be speaking for the people is wrong. So people like us, our party are not been tested through national leadership. We are the true, I mean, speaker of the people. So, I mean, perhaps what Mr. Honda said, you ask the man who criticizing us some questions, Mr. Honda will write from that background. Because you cannot just be the stage after messing everything up and you suddenly tend to be the PR for the people who, I mean, no serious matter for you, J. Queen to that kind of people, to be honest. Okay? So, I mean, we who are not there into this position, we are the best people to question Mr. Patrick Honor and the less to say, Chief, you told us before you bring one equipment here, you follow the PPCC procedure. Why is it you bring in the equipment before going now to follow procedure? I mean, it will be coming from a legitimate, point.
All right.
But you that just mess the system up there, I mean, you criticizing others. I mean, it doesn't suffice. It doesn't make sense to criticize people like us.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in.
So someone would say at times it's good to allow people of such to market. I mean, their view to market their ignorance. I know, like that. You see the different reactions coming in. So Pascal, like the platform we do provide the space that everyone will have for a share in the conversation. Perhaps the way you say it, the way you do it. I mean, you guys as well preventing. So it's not that we are siding with Pascal. No one is siding with Pascal yet. You listen to our conversation. You listen to us, I mean, critiquing George Weah's conversation, and you know that our position we took towards that. We said it. Incest more cannot be a yardstick to determine the conversation surrounding this thing. So for us, we are not bothered by what Pascal said. Like any other person, we provide a platform. I mean, yeah, the different views coming in Baka is what
matters.
I mean, it's what matters.
All right, let's take this person here. Good morning, welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from? Foya District?
Benjamin S. Cunningham calling from Foya District County.
Okay, how is Foya this morning?
Foya is good this morning. I just arrived to celebrate my Christmas with my family members in Foya District from Mosorado County.
How are you getting us? Through the Facebook page or through the radio?
I get yours through Facebook.
Okay, go ahead and make your contribution, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to appreciate the president for what he did for our youth.
So when you went to Foya, was it a few days?
Yesterday.
Okay, how long it took you from Foya, from Mosorado to Foya?
Because I'm a motor rider. Yesterday morning, I reached here by 3:30.
You left from Mosorado by what time?
4:15.
4:15 in the morning. In the morning?
Yeah, in the morning. I reached 3:30 afternoon.
Okay.
No. Let me understand something. You left here 4:15 in the morning.
A.M. As early as 4 in the morning.
4:15.
In the morning. And reach 3:30.
3:30 afternoon.
Wow. So how is the road condition? That Foya you talking about? So
In fact, I'm a lawyer. I'm a PhD man. I even follow my brother. I will tell you for 3 days on that road. Paul will one of that there, the many Paul will let every one of you get one by road. That's it.
Wow. So how's the road condition? Let me ask you that.
The road condition is terrible. The only place they said that what they say can't stop. They put it more than a rather passing way era. From passing way before we see to Ponyama, they get some places there. Now they put inside the post on the OA. But yesterday said the sun was shining on the back. The time I reached around Kola also. The dust. Yeah. The dust. They had from Kola to Fuya, sun was shining.
Yeah, but the people say they don't want for the president to bring a yellow machine or your lawmaker they saying I want to.
For us, we want to to be more pliable before they put that God don't go, but why you be until the dog get so, yeah. So I wanted when they say don't know how China or they can have to do some work on it.
Okay. Thanks so much for calling from Foya.
You're welcome, sir.
Let me call from Foya. Let me say you pick up from here.
For 4:15 a.m. That's early morning. That's a very early morning. So he reached at 3:30. So
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 11 hours.
11 hours.
11 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. When you tell me Vonjama, I would say okay, but go all the way to Foya.
I don't have a idea.
No, it's too far. I know what I'm talking about.
It's a real good distance.
It's very good distance. Good morning, welcome.
It's possible as well. Once you have a very
good morning, Marcus. Good morning to the grown people.
Pangomo.
Yeah, my man, Marcus. My man. Yeah, forgot about the frustration represented there. They feel frustrated. You know, the girl, the gentleman woman he had, he married her. She don't import. She not take your benefit to be imported after 10 years. Then you go pick up somebody who uneducated, somebody who financially important. Then you bring that one in your heart. And now the bank of the city, he value your soul money, he value your food, he value your everything, and you couldn't expect. We like they want to value you and value your sweat, value everything. That's how the garden is. Send the measure up, they are doing the administration, and there are many in the house. So that hypocrite. They try to apply, say, we have never done it, CDC government never done it, and next government should never do it. And they don't have labor at high. That means people, all representatives, able and that their black evil, they can pass it. They can inform the black people. But then a man representative, I've named this too. Man representative, well educated, simple salafari can he will hold it, look at for Chimpande Johnson to chicken farm. The road okay. This island, the road getting okay. We want it today, we want it tomorrow, because no. My representative is a peaceful Liberian. He's a well-educated, he's a well-fitting, and well-serving man who love Liberia on the bottom of their heart.
Okay, Pangomo, thanks so much for calling. Let's take another person on this line. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Waga.
Yes, sir. Your name is Johnny was from?
Yeah, I just called me some encouragement. Right, one time what my just said that from here in Fuya, and that's where I come from. It's like the person, the boy who called him Fuya, I know him very well. He's my friend and brother. So I believe what he said because he was here. The video I saw him, he must have rather. But yeah, he told me that in Fuya is now out. People, it's possible that people can leave from here by that hour and get in Fuya. Anytime, yeah.
Okay.
You can't even ask the whole deal to Fuya.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks so much for calling. Good morning. Welcome.
I'm Miracle Season calling from Soukline.
Miango, welcome, my brother. You're live with us this morning.
Yeah, I appreciate it. For me, I love the yellow machine business because I believe that when the yellow machine guy will help us, then for people saying, oh, the yellow machine can be a bar.
I think we will need to make an alternative for the women.
Can you imagine? If all the money they're taking, they pay no representative, they sell it up. It'll go bring no budget and down. But then Liberia is one of the best country in the world. Can you imagine? Just to go for a retreat, look at the amount of money that the people spend. They ever went to PP, NOP, PC to approve the money. Yeah, they now went there.
That's
so let it go to PCC, let it approve it before they can go back.
It's PCC.
They think they can PCC. We the citizens, we make the country. And I'll see a handful of people. So why they can't go to PCC for them to approve their project before they go for that retreat?
Okay.
But so they try to help the citizens, open farm road, community road. Look at the kind of community roads that we get in the country. He did just two lawmakers money. They can open community road. Think about the whole year. You think hospital are going to be all over the country. People are going to be kind of different money to come be treated in Liberia.
All right. Thanks so much, my brother, for calling in. We'll need to open a line for the women, and we'll use this orange number, which is they line a coming call that for women. And we need women participation.
Yeah, we will try to encourage that.
Yeah. Well. So the women, if you are a lady, you're listening, you can call on 0776 549122. That's for ladies. 0776 549122. The men can call on 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644. So two numbers there for the men. Then the one is for the ladies. 0776 549122. For women only. 0776 549122. We need to be hearing our mothers. They are settled. They need to be a part of the conversation. They can want to call, but the line can be so jammed that they're not able to call. So that's an alternative for the women. So let's take somebody else. Okay. Let's take somebody else on this line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
I'm calling from.
Calling from where?
Yeah. I'm calling from all the.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, we are not saying the yellow machine is not fun. The yellow is not fun. People are saying that you pass through the refuge channel. That was feeling the people mother for 25 years. And I was saying they are crying. The people are implementing the high more taxes on the citizens until things are going further in the area. So I'm not seeing the young machine. The young money is young for the country. Again, before the country, the fund to the Mamaga Road. And the fund, and we are saying that you part to the local channel. You can't go far and we got you bring the country years and years. And the past administration, the problem, they still want to do until that is a local channel and part two. You want to bring the machine, but not control. And then go to the machine, and party. You know, instead of $4 billion, the legislature is $4 billion. They agree with the party of Canada. But don't see enough.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks so much. Let's take somebody. I think it's a female here on this line. You know, everybody have the time to make a contribution. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're doing pretty well. Your name, where you calling from, man?
I'm calling from Phoenixville, 12 Hostel Road. My name is Marilyn B. Kekula.
Okay. Welcome, Madam Kekula.
I just want to say thank you so much for the discussion, for enlightening the minds of the Liberian people. Concerning the Edgar Colbert, I sometimes really feel so bad. It's like our people usually say that you cannot dress the devil, you carry altar, you disgrace the devil. This is a Edgar Colbert that was near me to become representative for the district which he is. And when he started complaining to Boga that we were not supporting him, and we have to put our full weight behind him so that he can become representative. We need to be all around. I mean, it really took 1 month when he started criticizing. It makes me feel that he's a madman. Why should people continue to put Yaga Colbert giving him power to come to Liberia and make us to look like we are fools? People around the world will not take us serious for voting for people who don't have integrity, who cannot even analyze who they are. It's a disgrace to have the man in the House of Representatives because he's not making any point. He's not putting all law. He's not putting all things that will help Liberia to be better.
Okay. All right. So that's a number you be calling every morning now so that the women learn that.
But besides that, concerning the yellow notification, we embrace it, but let them go to the right procedure.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's the women line 0776549122 for ladies. The other line for the men, 2 numbers for the men 0778665699 or 0880561644 are the lines that you can call, and you will be live with us this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show on Punch FM 106.7. Let's take one male caller here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name, where joining us from?
I'm Jackson calling from TSA.
Welcome, Jackson.
Yeah, even though I heard all of them talking about the yellow machine should pass through procedure, that is good because we all know that everything that is not done well is not good because we're looking for a matter of change and we are expecting to such. But let me remind the citizen. So we have brought, how they call it, a chief. All the chief in the bureau, he bought a paper. Did they ask him? You never asked him.
Yeah.
So we have bought mini boss. He brought it here.
For all the ministries,
All the
ministries.
Yeah, he bought mini bosses. He got the power. Never asked the chief for giving bosses. I mean, paper.
Yeah.
Up to now, they still having it. They're not part you anything what they call PBCC. Nobody know the source of money. Nobody know Joey are done it. So we are just here. We manage them. That Baka will not do such. We know the machine will come and will help everybody. And we just for someone coming from. We are scratching road to reach there. And railroad started before. And now going nowhere, stop somewhere. Our block the prophet is sticking on to reach the road for the town.
Okay.
So when people cry all around here, we know every politician in Liberia have 2 campaign messages. By road, education, healthcare, and the method will spread and win.
Okay. Thanks so much for calling. All right. Thanks so much for calling in, my brother. We will have to take other people on the line. Thanks so much. Let's take this female here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Your name, where joining us from?
This is Madam Alice Gopu Yiban, the former LMA president.
All right. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And thank you for the topic on a discussion. I am grateful to God first and the government of the Republic of Liberia. I know that every market woman that will hear about this machine, they will be very grateful and grateful to the government of Liberia. The first thing is that we want to say thank you to His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, not giving money to individuals, but giving success to everybody. especially we, the market people, when we will be able to run and come to town and make farms. Our goods will be sold at the prices that will be able to benefit. Yes, we are not saying what the right way or the wrong way, but let the Nigerian people appreciate this machine, and later on they can find out how the machine managed to come in.
Okay.
But as for me and the market here of the Republic of Liberia.
Thanks so much for calling in and making your point. Former president of the Liberian Marketing Association. She's a lady that calling in, and we're taking your call 0778 665 699. Let's go back to the phone line. Take this person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yep. Your name is joining us from?
I'm Josh Cooper from NCL.
Welcome, Josh.
Thank you very much. I want to speak concerning the yellow machine. Well, you see, bringing yellow machine into this country is a good idea. We embrace it. But I think Liberia is built on the principle. We have laws on the books. Now, especially machine as such, 200 and some more pieces coming into the country, it concerns everybody. What is the procedure? What is being done before this yellow machine will come into this country? Other people are saying, yes, we embrace it. Whether it comes from the devil's bag or this, that, let it come. If at all there was a ill strike that, look, we give all of this amount to you people, and after a certain time, you'll come and get it, you'll give us these things. So we should know exactly what has been discussed behind the scene. What are the things that will be happening when we should have received this machine? So we want to tell the people that, look, this machine, let us know where it comes from. Who are the people giving this machine to Liberians? We don't want to fight, or we don't want to bear the consequences tomorrow that, oh, we give Liberia so many pieces of machine, and this is the deal that we have done. Now we have done. The same Liberian people would be the one who start crying. They say, "Have we known we could not have done this?"
All right.
So let us know at this time where these machines are coming from. Who are the people? If it is free, let them tell us. If it is for some reason that some of our mountains or some of our counties have been, given as what we call it, let all of us know. It's clear before this machine comes on to start to work for us. We want the machine, but let's know what it.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in. We can take a few more calls. Then we will chat a bit again on this. So we take some more calls. 0778 for the men. 07866599. The men 07788699 or 0880561644. 644. If you are looking to be a part of the conversation, you can call me up on this line is for the women 0776549122. 0776549122 for the ladies. And like the father, women are participating already, Harris. Of course, because they needed to be a part of it, but they, to get weight in coming through the line is another thing. Let's take this question. Good morning, welcome.
Yes, good morning, Walker, and good morning to Harris. Me appreciate you guys for the platform. My name is Brother Momodu Open Sakama. I do join you guys from Kingsville. Well, Harris, Walker, we actually welcome when it comes to the machine. We welcome it. We had a welcome. We know our dynamic, my dynamic president. With Excellency, President Mafaka. So that's something you always honor to do. And his platform to that many people that if you guys elect me, you give me the job. The number one thing is role. The number two thing is
go. Go. So I don't know why people just continue to make emphasis on the machine. So we are protecting the platform that you are putting for us. And then the other guys from the other side now when you're open to pay because they are now outspoken. At the age, we keep telling us. So what is our problem? We are not saying wherever it comes from, but we're looking, we're studying our mind. So 2017, 2023, we kept saying, oh, rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3. So then why? Yeah, my brother.
Go ahead, my brother. Your life.
Yeah, so then why? What's the matter? What's the problem? Come on, man. We prayed for long life, but our expenses to say more about that, and Lord, the Mama Liberia, and then machine come. That's the very much for them. Thank you, guys. That's God bless you.
All right, thanks so much for calling in. 077 8665 699. Let's take somebody on this line here quickly. Yeah, okay. Let's take this one here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name is joining us from?
I'm calling from Mike Gibby, District 2, Noah Yoko.
Okay, welcome.
Okay, anyway, thank you for the topic on the discussion. And I've been following you. My brother, they train you say this is Liberia. So I really know what the people Liberian really want, or like the lawmaker what they really want, because every caller I listen to, when they feel, I saw them, falling back, but all the few people have been calling and they've been saying that here they want the yellow machine, they welcome it, and we have to welcome it because our country, all countries that there's no road built from here, from Mike here, Morovia, from Canada, Morovia, all over sport. So one yellow machine, what's that about it? I want to see it, but make it work.
Yeah, but some of your lawmakers say they not want it because they're not coming through the proper channel. They will come to you and tell you, say, you will now accept the machines.
I see my lawmaker after Coco June will reject that machine. You not make it fair. You know that you know when whatever you say. And we don't want to put in there, so you will listen to us. So that's not reach here, my brother. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. Let's take another person here quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, right.
God, thank you that God has with our country of slavery. Each and every Liberian. Anybody that opposed to the development of this country, my brother, from beginning, no rule. All of my heart and friends were G, Sano County, no rule. So why would somebody say yellow machine to fix our roads in a country and people sit in our house and saying they want no what? Someone else in our house, someone else get one house. That is opportunity they come to get before you someone else get story building. Some people know nothing. Anybody opposed to the machine, like they go away and ride. You know, some countries the people walking by foot, motor money when you have a motor money. So why would this opportunity come then the people want to oppose? Anybody opposed? God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling in. The women are expressing themselves this morning. This person, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, sir. How is it?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
I'm calling from 15 gate. Everyone S. Dolly.
Calling from where?
15 gate.
Okay.
51.
All right, welcome, my brother.
Okay, those who create starting this machine business are all opposition. They don't have good man for this country.
No, not everybody will be opposition now, my bro. They put in one. They put one for you to go through the proper process. That's all.
They just say if you are opposition to anything, you don't. No matter how it comes, you don't want to know. You will just say the negative things about it. And for me, I would say that the former president wants to start here and there, but this time it's looking 2 or 3 albums for the regular staff, and that would be appreciated. The only thing I wanted to tell the old man to do for him was to resettle him with good job and look with the musical industry so that the other people become to record reggae music and what have you to replace Local Doobie. I think we should call it Local we are, it will be all right. You just left for power. Start not going nowhere. You start criticizing here and there. But you know why the people reject you? You didn't get the second time. The why you should concentrate on. So go prepare yourself fully. 2029, you come closer. Maybe people say, yeah, the guy is doing well. but not really so soon like this. You know, so I felt very confident when you were talking that is here and there. So by this time, let the machine come. Then we should decide how it's going to be like.
All right. All right. Thanks.
All
right. All right. Thanks so much for calling in and be a part of it. Harris, the guys, everybody making a contribution this morning and expressing themselves on the importation of those machines, even though some of the lawmakers are saying that, oh, we want a proper, we want this, we'll not accept.
Of course, and like you listen, the views for us, we made a simple suggestion, right? We provided a simple suggestion this morning, Buckeye. If you are a lawmaker, what a representative senator, and you think that the machine importation in the country and subsequent distribution in various counties and districts are not a good one at all, and there is a need that you stand against it because, quote unquote, the procedures you talk about in terms of, passing through the legislators and everything, and the thing is not a good one, just go back at your constituent, to your district, meet with your constituents, tell the people that government wants to give 19 pieces of machine as a senator now or representative. The government wants to give 19 machines, and there are 6 districts in my county. So there is an understanding that each district receives 2 machines to greater your roads, to make your roads pliable. But because the people that come to us with the legislators to ask us to agree first, and when they brought the machine, so we're not holding the machine. That's why I come to tell you. And listen to what the people will say to you. What they will tell you, it reconcile with their decision. Being the whole bucket for me, that's how I take this conversation. You won't go left, you won't go right, saying the things is good and a whole lot. It just is to say, oh, Waka, you hungry, right? Let's just be very practical. You're the man in the house. You're hungry. Your woman has the money for the food, or full money in the house. Then she went, she bought the food, bro, cook everything. You hungry? You want to eat? Then you say, why is it you're going to the market? You're not telling me so. I'm not eating. Brother, so that I'm hungry, okay, you. What can we finish? So the thing is very simple. It's the same with the machine. All of us accepting the same thing, that rules remain paramount in this country. We are in a very desperate situation of roads connectivity in this country. So how does it differ? How does it differ from the conversation that if the government is taking strides to make sure that rules and road connectivity is paramount? My man will say this thing. Listen, for rack of ages during the Salif administration, the Georgia administration will not go to that legislator. They not secure sources of funding. They lose everything, my man, at the end time. So when President Barker said business as usual, we can't be doing business as usual. Usually those are invited legislators and they go, they do everything. Each of them receive that kickbacks and they go to secure loans and everything. At the end time, new processes and nowhere, Buckeye. So the president is trying something new. Let's try and see, bro. This conversation, a lot of those lawmakers, Buckeye, dissatisfied because they know the operation, right? The operation government is about to secure or to source these different projects. They know the sourcing of it. They know how it can be. At times the minister will still have to rush to us. So all of these lawmakers drop the envelopes and do the different things. So that one part, the president not taking that route. So the men will form the army against that thing. But trust me, the vast majority of the Liberian people have welcomed this thing. And it is because of the people. The interest you say you represent is the people. So when the people say they want it now. So you are a lawmaker, you say you representative of the people. The same people, you say, okay, so we want to know the thing. But the people at your back that you representing. Say, my man, Muna the thinker. We want it. That you want to stop it. Let's take some calls. All right. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
My name is John. Is this the radio station that's talking about equipment?
Yeah. Welcome. You're live on Punch FM.
Okay, and listen, I have a message for you, for all Liberians from the president down. It's very interesting. Sarah, I'm happy about this. But one area I have not heard anybody talking about. The maintenance of the equipment.
Yeah, that's a major. That's what we should be discussing now.
I want the government to take it serious. Based on my past experience, you remember? MTA. I have heard on the radio many times. 50, 40, 50, 40 buses come in this country. In less than 6 months, the whole thing died down. because I believe we're all doubt, we're all hesitant to tell you the truth because of poor maintenance and corruption. The equipment are coming, no matter what type of equipment it may be. Based on my experience, we don't focus on the good maintenance program, it will be a failure. That's my name is John Iba.
All right, Mr. Iba, thanks so much for calling in this morning.
Thank you.
All right, 0778-665-699 for the men, 0778-665-699. For the women, 0776-549122 for the ladies, 0776-549122 for the ladies. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Yes, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
My name is Bindu Brown. I'm calling you from EAW Johnson.
Welcome, man.
Come to talk about Melvin Cook. I'm from Bum County. He's shameless. The man who went and ate all the cleaning money. He didn't pay cleaner, he lied. Melvin Cook only won election in Bum County because he dropped people. Had it not been that, he would not have even won any election. So he shouldn't come to talk about Yellow Mission. Yellow Mission, especially where they're having substation built in counties. Those days when we were little girls, we saw the substation one was built right near my town, Winship. And somewhere in Nimba County. Those roads used to build. I mean, just unique. We didn't even know about when relay systems were around. We didn't even know that were relay systems. Because we had public work right in our nose. They were there facing no roads. Right now, they are talking about building substation in all of the counties and carrying the Yellow Mission for purpose of making farms and cleaning roads, farm to market road, which someone did well. After they killed him, nobody to take it from anywhere. When this old man comes to carry on the legacy towards started, somebody want to stay in the road, on the way. Who is Melvin Cook to stop development? And he may let him go back to Bone County, you will see the weight of the people. Thank you.
Thanks so much, ma'am, for calling in. The women are making their contribution this morning. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from?
I'm joining you from Feno, Manu. Samuel Wadi, joining you from Feno.
Welcome, Samuel.
You come to the Yellow Machine. The Yellow Machine is very important to this country. I don't want to hear people saying negative things that the machine, they should question the president, how he get the money, how he don't get the money to go for the machine, blah, 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 blah. These people are talking, they are not interested in the country at all. See, let me tell you something. I travel to almost 15 countries. We have about 10 in Liberia right now. We are Yellow Machine operator, we are heavy-duty mechanic. We're happy for the machine to come to help the government train people so that we can operate the machine to make sure the federal country will be safe so that we can be like other countries around us here. Go to Ghana. Ghana get run network. Go to Nigeria. Go to Nairobi, Kenya. Go see other countries. Then you are just sitting in your own internet. You don't want the president to bring the machine. You are asking, yes, Latin is not serious. This country is not for Baka or United Church. We are for every Liberian who want to good for this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. And that's just why it is. Everybody want good for this country. So if you are the one there opposing, so you have to rethink your decision. So we're still taking calls up until 10 o'clock. At 10 we'll be saying goodbye to you here this morning on today's edition of the Punch Breakfast Show. So why is it that some people are against, others are in favor? Yeah, others are saying that, yeah, we want it no matter what it is. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, I'm Desmond T. Boyma calling from 72nd from Nedre.
Welcome, Boyma.
Yeah, I want to come back for the program on the studio there. But one thing I want to say, brother, people focus on what they don't get control on. You understand? Liberian, they focus on negative more than the positive. You know, all those are just making noise about this yellow machine, are people that don't want to see the development of Liberia. But we are here, we are saying to the President, His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai, let God continue to give him long life and more dream to be in Liberia. He never come in power to go and enjoy himself, take people to bury them somewhere to go and enjoy himself. He come to sell legacy in Liberia. So this is my contribution this morning. Thank you.
Thanks so much for calling in and making your contribution. 077 8665699 for the men, 077 8665699 or 0880561644 or 0880561644. For our ladies, our mothers, our sisters, you can call on 0776 549122, 0776 549122 for our mothers. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Prophet Jala. I'm calling from the PSC.
Welcome, my brother.
You know, it's unfortunate that we have the kind of situation here that is actually causing situations that make people think differently. When the president, when the government got started, they talk about 90 days in terms of what the improvements are. The major on the line was the road. Now we all know the element of time. Time here is a far important. How long will you be able to get the kind of equipment we're talking about to be able to do 100-day delivery? I think the parents generally will have to be able to all the thing here to have this equipment here. What is the situation in the country? Not really seeing what that is. The main thing on campaign, you are sharing. So I think we should commend the government for being able to do it and let the legislature go ahead and pass that this thing for the public. That's my position here.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in this morning. 077 8665699. Yeah, you know, everybody have their own view to make this morning. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
My name is Mustafa, and I'm calling you from Congo Town, driving through to Monrovia City.
Okay, welcome, Mustafa.
Thank you. I've been following the discussion, and you and your co-host are making it very simple, and I want to thank you. The Liberian people are listening to you, and I listen to all of the comments that are coming from the community, the women particularly. You know, I like the women when they call and participate because they are the ones who are really expressing the challenges that they are going through as a result of this no road thing. And the main reason why all of these machines are needed. You know, my attention is drawn to the area where the lawmakers are saying, you know, the machines coming, did not pass through the proper channels. And so sometimes I ask myself, what is the proper channel? You know, there are things that pass through proper channels and they are not good at all. And there are things that perhaps don't pass through the proper channels, but they are good. For example, lawmakers divide, each person carry 30,000 and they put in the packet, they eat it. You ask them, they say it passed through the proper channel. The budget there is bigger. And that proper channel,
yeah,
is it good? The Liberian people cry against it. They complain. In poverty, they cry that each person carry 30,000 and go enjoy. But they say it passed through the proper channel that their budget. But now we have something that is going to liberate the people, change the communities and open roads, major roads and local roads. And somebody say, ain't pass through proper channel. So I don't understand the people. And you know, like you ask the question, you represent the people. The people want it. Let's agree you took oath to protect and defend the Constitution and the laws of Liberia, which you yourself, you break all the time because you make laws that are not in the interest of the people for yourself. And you represent a group of people who are saying, look, we want this decision to be made. We are in favor of this decision that is being made.
Then you who say you represent a poor now, you say no, you want it because it did not come to you first for you to get your little cut and your kickback before it can be implemented. So I think those people represent themselves and not the people elected. Like my mother from Bon County, who were talking about Representative Cole. When I heard that Representative Cole ran and won election again in our county, I was shocked. I was wondering what happened to my Bon County people. But I'm glad that there are people like her who are in our county who will see that this brother does not deserve to even represent a chicken.
Thanks so much, statement.
From Rehab, Town.
Welcome, Lucia.
Thank you. Discussion. Yes, I would like to say first that my late husband used to say there are three sets of people in the world: the white man, the black man, and the Liberian man. Because the Liberian men, they are just I don't know how to tell me this morning. But this thing are looking at it to be politicized. Because can you imagine something that will benefit the country? Then you are saying that you don't know where it's coming from, so they shoot the children. So I feel so bad about this country. But we ourselves got our own country looking like this today. We compare our countries, our country to other countries, and then our mind, our attitude, our thinking, our way of thinking. The Bible says, as a man thinker in his heart, so is he. We are thinking negative about this country. This is why nothing can happen in this country. I don't know why. I don't know if that's where behind this country or what myself. I don't know. I can sit and wonder what type of country are we in. Anything good that is coming for the country, people will talk about it. They will say negative things about it. And just how you think negative, that's just what will happen for you. We got other people that are praying for this country, praying that God will help our country, God will develop our country. We are not looking at the president, that the present president or the former president. We are looking at Liberia. Let us think about Liberia. Let us think how this country will develop to be able to compare it to other countries. Why Liberians must think this way? They're getting their money on the side. They went on retreat. They got their money and things. They stand at the area. Nobody question them. But because Joseph Bogai brought Yellow Mission in today, they are criticizing it. My brother, thank you for the time, yeah?
Thank you.
I don't know, but we pray that Liberia, God will help Liberia and God will help us so that we can think better about our own country so that something good can happen in our country. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much for calling in. That's the voices we like to hear. The women are participating. Let's take this other person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How's the morning?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
I'm Abraham Brutus Matter, and I do join you from the 72nd Boulevard Road.
Welcome, sir.
All right, thank you. Let me say thanks to the topic on the discussion and thanks to your colleague. The reason I'm very satisfied with the topic on the discussion is when people are narrow-minded, they will always see good to be wrong. Yes. And I think in Liberia, it is not about who becomes president or not. It's about the development of the nation and its people. We often observe our lawmakers and things because they are politicians, they only want things to be in their interest, where they will get the kickback, they get the fat salary, and at the end of the day, they don't care about the people who gave them all the rights to become legislators. So with the issue of Maviko, who have been insulting the Liberian people, I mean, shock people to Bon County in order to become a lawmaker again. Now he wants to stay in the path of development. I think that is not right. The guy said the party had no idea to develop a country. He did this, he did that. But now the yellow machine are coming for the people to do the people's work. They are saying they want to know where it came from. They want to do this. And I think they are in the interest.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in. We can take that 3 more calls. The women can call on 0776549122. That's the ladies line. 076549122 for the women, or the men 07786656999 or 0880561644. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Andrew calling. Yeah, I'm Andrew calling from Reservoir Community.
Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you, my brother, for the topic on the discussion. You know, development. All of people like to stop development, but we are telling the lawmaker, any lawmaker that will stand in the way of the development in this nation, that generation will pay for it. War is washing. The war is washing. My brother, our government that just 5 months bring over 30 machine, yellow machine, to carry road development, agricultural development in your county, then you want to stand in the way? Okay, you have to go in a rural county and ask the citizens whether they want the yellow machine or not. Look, we're not talking about the past government, because government move, government come. But saying the past government never did it and the government see the reason of doing it, why we can't embrace it? Why we can't embrace it? They will go in our house and sit down in our house, make book up lot. I don't know how to describe it, and put money in our rural pockets and then go and sit down, enjoy ourselves. Then when they come for development, let's look at the floor that went on the 3 days. It was because of road.
Okay.
So my brother, we need it, and we will carry on the development in this country. Thank you.
Thanks so much for calling in, my brother, for being the second to the last call. Yep, second to the last call. Then we can take some more. Then we'll leave it up today. Yeah, it's been a fascinating discussion, and I like the way Liberia is probably we tell you what in everybody's view, so you can make your contribution. We can take 2 more calls. 0778 for the men, 0778-665-699 or 0880561644 for the ladies, 0776549122. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Yes, Mike, I saw that one of the last callers. I've been trying so hard to get through. Let me say good morning to you guys. My name is Ross Warrenpade. I join you people from the Rabosi end.
Welcome,
Ross. It is in the name of history that the reason why we discuss people like George Weah, the former president, because he wants to make it a regular politician. So we are prepared to engage in a regular way. However, let me say this. This is a man who started in this country, Boyka, after you were in Coastal Radio Station, you can remember. When the man said that he never knew a sitting president, a civil salary will reduce. You're telling me that the kind of president election of government? This is a president who sat down, who appeared before the national legislature, Boyka and Harris. And he said that he built 100 housing units in Nima County and he built 100 in Bon County. And he became loud. You journalists and civil society groups found out it was a blatant lie. Hey, this is kind of American election for government. I will thank God for Liberia that this man was taking from our head. Let me come to the issue of the yellow machine. Let me say this, Boyka. In democracy, the will of the people is what the executive government runs. When they talk about government, every country, Boyka, is the executive. When you study government, the issue of government is the executive. Government started with executive, it will end with executive. The issue of lawmakers and judiciary just came about. In fact, the judiciary came about because of the king, the queens, emperors, and emperors at the time decided that, look, the initials will help them to run justice system. That's what it came about. The issue of lawmakers came because the people felt that, well, the population was growing now, so they needed people to represent them. So when it comes to development, the executive is the one that is clothed with the authority to implement development in every country. Where were they when President Boyka today, when this old man, our father, talk about rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 4, 2 out 2017 campaign? You think we have forgotten? It's because of history, they have to need our to become president here. My brother, President Boyka, our father, the people of Liberia will embrace you 100% with any development program.
So there is no argument here. Is it Boakai looking at some people to go scheme to scare people to get money? No, God forbid. Their father will never do that. Some people like or motive, then go and sit down. This president is not looking for no woman. He's not drinking beer. He's only drinking one small glass of tea with a piece of bread. So, Father, we are with you. Thank you so much, you guys. Good guys.
Thank you, Rosford. Let's take Sekachipo. Sekachipo, sorry for holding you on the line, but you are last caller. Good morning, Sekachipo. Welcome.
Mr. BK Kamara, thank you, my dear brother. If you even hold me on the line for 2 hours, I'm so happy. Yes, because I want to contribute. Having said that, I would like to appreciate you for your consistency on the radio and being realistic and honest to the Liberian people. For the public, there is a religious advisor to the office of the Senate Pro Tem, Senator Nyomli Kankan Lawrence, and I'm Sigajibo Kine. You know, BK, let me say this. The machines that we are discussing, I mean, it's funny a water brand sedition who want to politicize. Wakai, my people just came from the south, is specifically refugee. Look, I mean, the people are saying now, how will I leave refugee and get to Monrovia almost the same day in this kind of rainy season?
Yeah.
Wakai, is that a bad sign for the country, the bad thing? That you will have sedition gathering themselves to politicize. And this is why we are saying to you, will resist it. The idea that is coming in to face our rules, I don't think it's against the nation. It's for the benefit of our people. We're not going to share money to one lawmaker, then you have Liege, then Safugo, then they want to gather to go against development. We're not going to give you a chance. The issue here is, let me say this, but without the issue of CDC lawmakers is to go against what is good, bad or good, they will go against it. In as much as Georgia is not in power and will not tolerate it, we're not going to give them ears, my daughter. Thank you for affording me this time.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in and serving as our last call this morning. A very fascinating discussion. We want to appreciate everybody for calling in, and our mothers, our sisters, those that participated. It's a welcoming thing, and we hope you guys continue to be a part of this conversation. Always, we'll be back here tomorrow morning. With let me say thanks and appreciation to our Facebook followers, those that are in the diaspora, those that are back home here, those that are in the counties. They will say good morning and thanks so much for following us on Facebook. You can just log on to Punch TV. You will follow us live on Facebook, and a line have been open for the women. It will be here every morning. We'll be taking calls from the women line, so they can be a part of the conversation. We want to be, having a gender-based a show where in gender balanced show where in women talk, men talk, and then we make sense of the discourse. Boakai Amara Kamaras, my name, my colleague Harris is also here, so we'll be back here tomorrow morning at exactly 7 a.m. Up until then, it's bye-bye now from our end as we go home for today's edition of the show. And